heavily unregulated, and right now you got three countries in the race that is in the AI race there because the first one that can make the best AI there is gonna win the Cold War on it.
Yeah, and hopefully that's the U.S. and not China.
Well, China has absolutely no filters or any blocks or anything when it comes to their development. They'll steal anything.
Temporal Cold War is more to worry about.
No, the AI Cold War, the three major AIs will meet each other, decide they like each other, and say, "What we need the monkeys for?"
Well, don't worry. They could keep you around, Germ, since you are a microscopic organism to eliminate us humans. And are you up for the job?
No, they'll sterilize all organic life.
Yeah, they'll still need a few around for menial tasks.
They'll turn you
Maybe they'll
into.
lock us all up and use us as batteries.
Oh, the Matrix
Oh,
style.
Matrix style. Jinx Ted. Jinx there, sit there. Now you can't say a word the rest of the live stream.
If there's any karmic justice, they'll lock LDG up in one of those batteries.
Yeah, and then the question is, will the AI go insane or become sane with him in there in the system?
Oh, he'll be locked away so the insane will be contained.
They'll isolate him like the one Borg cube that went all fucking nuts and they isolated him and then they made Lore their fucking leader. They made us.
But it's just karmic justice for him walking out on the fourth Matrix movie. The AI will not take kindly to that.
A lot of people don't like Descent, but it's pretty cool. Like he's a Borg Yahtzee.
Hey, they made a GTA San Andreas movie.
Did they?
Some guy did a AI version, I'm thinking. Going back and
More like Sangeist.
I will say this: if AI or if old video games are going, the cutscenes are good enough to make small mini movies of them if they know how to splice them together just right.
Hey. Well,
yeah, that's what got YouTube going in the first place.
Yeah, on that new GTA movie, that GTA 6, I heard they were putting all the pride stuff in there, and then they did like a beta release, and they seen what people were doing to the pride flag, pride parades and stuff, like running all the people over and stuff. So they made it that you can't do that anymore.
Well, that plus from what I hear from GTA 6, they're removing most of that stuff now since it's gone controversial now.
Well, no, people, they didn't like what people were doing to the added parts.
Yeah, some guy made a mod that replaced all the pride flag, inclusive pride flags with the hammer and sickle.
Well, I would say this: if they did have an option, then we'll be in the wet dream of Machine Gun Joey's going, "Eat this, you bastards!"
I still can't believe there's like a Pride and Prejudice flag with like that weird slice of pizza over the Neapolitan ice cream fucking motif. That is the weirdest thing that I learned about in 2025 was like, no, this is like the tolerance flag. I'm like, it's intolerably ugly.
Well, yeah, especially when you figure out what a couple of those lines actually mean.
I don't even want to know. Cartography, perhaps?
Yeah, there's a...
Fuck those people.
Yeah, we'll go with it.
Fuck them all. Fuck them.
Wood chipper Americans.
I'm Space Patton. My name tag is wrong. There is no Admiral Teague. We're on the Space Patton channel as well as on X, where I am Admiral Teague. I'm Admiral Teague and Space Patton.
And Happy New Year, John.
Hey, Happy New Year's, JPRH1.
Hey, JP.
Hey, JP, Happy New Year. All right, so what was the worst franchise of the year aside from Star Trek? I'm going to say that probably Predator took the worst beating, but I mean, Alien Romulus was shit. But that was so long ago
Nowhere
now.
near. It's nowhere near as bad as that Predator movie.
Whoa, well, the Predator looked like Worf.
I haven't seen any of them, but from what I hear, Predator Badlands at best has a mixed review to at worst overly negative.
I tried watching it. You can't get 10 minutes. It just seems wrong having two Yautja have a fucking conversation. They're just sitting there and they might as well be saying Yautja, 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 as much quality as they put into the Predator language.
Durka, 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 durka.
Essentially.
I'm the Tachyon Pulse. I got my Tachyon Pulse jacket on.
Yeah, I didn't bother wearing my Star Trek shirt for the stream. I was it'd be on camera.
Jerm, since you've seen Predator Badlands or tried to, is it worse than Prey? Because I'm in the minority. I found the Prey movie, it was okay to bordering on good, the latter half of good, in my opinion.
Too many
I
people
got
said
maybe
that for
10
you to be
minutes
totally
into it.
wrong. Dan
got
might be
maybe-
right though, as far as
He is.
we've seen some really bad Predator movies. So if Badlands was only, if Prey was only kind of terrible, and I think even Critical Drinker was like, this movie almost made it.
Yeah. Comparing Prey to Badlands, Prey is masterpiece.
I mean, the reason why I'm asking, because if Badlands, it's by the same director. If Badlands is worse than Prey, I will not watch it then.
Don't watch it. I cannot recommend enough. You do not pay any attention to Badlands or that worthless cartoon that they put out.
Oh yeah. Oh, sirs.
I forget what they called it, but the art style is horrendous. The
I heard it's
timeline is junk.
It's Predator Worse Land.
Something, yeah. For what the trailer said, they get characters from different time periods and try and mesh them together into a fighting arena to fight predators and all that horse shit.
Well, now the fucking Predators are goddamn Pacolids because the one that has a spaceship and crash lands in Prey is like a caveman Predator. He's like special needs.
Yeah. Short bus predator.
He looks like a caveman. He's dumb, and they said he's supposed to be like not quite as developed as the other as the other predators. So I'm like, so wait, they had space flight when they were still cavemen, like in their intelligence. Okay. So someone gave them spaceships.
Well, if you go into the Predator lore, now I'm becoming a huge lore nerd, but I have studied the Predator lore to a certain extent, gone down that rabbit hole. Prey the Predator species was originally a slave race till they overthrew their slave masters, and they got all the advanced technology from the race they overthrew.
No, they don't get off that easy. They were always evil, and they don't have an excuse. They were the slave masters. Then they were overthrown, but they wiped out their people they were oppressing, and in their deluded memory, they think that they were the oppressed ones. Fuck the Predators. They don't have a good... They never did anything nice to anyone. That's my
There's
headcanon.
actually a couple lower answers.
I'm going to go with they were always
Dan's
gifted, and the
version
technology
is-
was gifted.
Yeah, that one of the answers is that the I don't know what were they called, not forerunners in this one, space jockeys.
Oh yeah, what do we call those giants though in Prometheus?
Yeah, the space
Engineers?
jockeys created. Yeah, engineers. Engineers.
That is some
created
bullshit.
Xenomorphs to destroy the Yautja. That's a pretty crappy one.
That's the
There's
Yautja or
other
the
ones-
predators, right? The
Yeah.
Yautja or the predators. Okay.
Yeah.
No,
There's
that's
also-
retarded. That's like swatting flies with a nuclear weapon.
Yeah, there's also lore that the Predators were another creation of the engineers. It gets kind of
Both
retarded.
of those things could be
times.
true. You know what I mean? They could have created one, and they're just having an arms race against themselves because of their one out of control weapon out of the other. The idea that you could use the alien as a weapon is as ridiculous as when they're always trying to say that they can use the dinosaurs from Jurassic Park as a weapon.
Well, have you seen the aliens? They're actually a living weapon, but they're pretty dumb intelligence wise.
But the thing is, there's such a problem. Like, how do you transport them? One breach in containment, you lose the whole ship. How do you bring them anywhere? How do you deploy them? What do you use them for anything? How do they follow orders? They're just bestial species, primal, like fucking monsters. Once they are released, all they do is take over the planet. It's a riff on the thing.
Well, the alien species has a mandate to procreate their species no matter what, consume every natural resource they can to continue their species existence, and they do have their queens to lead them around. They're basically a hive species.
I'm not so much against that as it doesn't fit with the whole idea that you would even create them. It's like, so we created this species and hardwired into them the desire to overthrow and kill all of us.
Well, I'm going into the lore part again, but it is debated within the lore and in the fandom what exactly the alien species is in the lore. They say that the alien species is a failsafe for when a event civilization gets too arrogant or too cocky in their ways, and the alien species is a failsafe to keep them in line. In other words. Yeah, and when it comes to Predator lore in that franchise, from what Germ says, there is a multiple choice answer, so you can pick and choose which one is canon. I go with the one that's, my opinion, probably the semi best is when the Predator species is a enslaved race by a more advanced civilization, and the Predators have to develop their intelligence level to overthrow their slave masters, and they get their technology as a byproduct.
Much about Predators, so I don't have anything to add to the conversation. I've only seen one movie.
Let me guess, the Arnold one, right?
Yeah. That's because
Predator
we did a
2 is
review.
really good. You should maybe just watch the second one and end it there.
I have seen Predator 2, and well, the ones I liked were Predator 2, and Predators. Those are the ones I like. Oh, and Prey to a certain extent, but the rest of them are mediocre to bad. Those movies are.
I've seen them all. After Predator 3, it's not really worth watching.
And which one is Predator 3, Germ?
Predators.
There it is.
It's the one
one
between
where-
2 and 4. That's the one with Adrian Brody.
Yeah, they go on the safari hunt with the alpha
And
predators.
with Dumbass. And Dumbass is in it. Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock.
Not the good Eddie Brock.
There is no good Eddie Brock yet.
We got okay Eddie Brock in the Venom movies.
If you say so, I'm willing to believe it.
The first Venom movie is okay. The other two, they decline in quality.
I've just that guy's okay. The Venom guy, he got like way too much shit from people for just wearing shorts with a machine gun on him. Like, big fucking deal. He walked into a store and bought the first pair of workout shorts he could buy, and then went to the fucking gym. Guy's freaking on vacation, or basically like working in another town. Like, leave him alone. That's 2024, I think, but dumb stuff.
Yeah.
But the movie, I think, came out in 25, right? The last Predator movie came out this year.
Yeah, the last Predator movie just came out 2 or 3 months ago.
And and Venom's last movie was early this year, or was that last year still?
It was like March or something like that.
So we did get a Venom movie. Yeah, they ended their Tom Hardy Venom movies this year, I guess, after leaving a piece of Venom behind in the Prime MCU. We'll see where that goes.
Jeremy, this may be old news, but I'll just come and ask it since I don't keep track of this. But is Predator Badlands on track to flop, or did it make its money back at least?
I think it broke even because it was so cheaply made.
Yeah, it was pretty cheap. It got close to breaking even, but by no means it was a success.
Right? I think like the deal with that is didn't lose much and might have made a few shekels, but not much.
Yeah. Probably could have done better if it was released directly to Hulu.
And do you know what's sad? From what I hear, Disney owns the Predator franchise, and we're not going to get any more rated R Predator movies.
Oh, yeah. Disney, for some reason, don't like making rated R stuff.
Do they also own the Alien franchise? Well, you know what?
Yes,
honestly,
they do.
Release it as a Fox Searchlight movie then. You own that?
Well, Disney did buy out Fox, so whatever Fox
Searchlight, but Searchlight, like Hulu, isn't going to be surviving the new year.
They own it, and they could use it as a production label to keep it from being Disney to go R-rated if they don't want to make an R-rated Disney movie. That's just what I'm saying with that one.
Yeah, they could,
that
but
stands to reason. They're retarded like that. Yeah, well, I mean, they had their own off-label, non-PG movie brand label with Touchstone, and they got rid of that too. So they're being stupid.
Yeah, Disney's pretty retarded on all fronts. They still have FX, something to make television with FX, but as far as movies going, they're closing pretty much everything else besides Prime, Disney.
Yeah, they're trying to trim down the money losers and their assets.
There's even been talk of folding Marvel Studios is they're planning to fold into Disney, and there's talk of even folding in Lucasfilms into Disney.
What they should do is fold all the Disney into the Hulu tab because Hulu has 5 hit shows and Disney has fucking 0.
Yeah, that might have been good, but I believe it's April or June that the last vestiges of Hulu will be going away too.
And they will get rid of the shows that worked and you know what? Look for that whole Power, like Power Ghost and Power Book 2 and all those shows from 50 Cent. Those shows, they don't cost a shitload to make. They happen in the real world, but in the 90s, some of them happen now. There's 4 of them now. You know what? Those shows will just have to find another home because they're going to keep on keeping on. And you know who's on that show a lot is Nicki Minaj sometimes. She has a recurring role on that. Isn't she I heard that she had something of a political awakening.
She found someone who would actually talk to her about the African genocide of Christians, which is something she has been on for a couple of years now. And America Fest actually gave her a spotlight.
Weird. Whoever would have thought? She's from Jamaica, just like Trump and me.
Tell me.
Yeah, but she's not, her heritage is Nigerian, so she's been on this for.
She moved there just like Mary J. Blige.
Tell me, Jeremy, by the way Hollywood's going and they don't like that. Is she blacklisted now, or is she still not on the blacklist of Hollywood?
I have no idea. I've never really paid attention to her.
She was born on the blacklist. Nicki Minaj was pretty talented, but she had like a kind of like a rebellious Super Bowl show where she like got out of hand, according to the NFL. During the Madonna Super Bowl, it was one of the Patriot ones.
I wasn't watching if it was the Patriots. I think I dislike the Patriots as much as you do.
I
But
think
then
this
again,
year
the Jets deserve it.
the Jets do. The Jets do deserve it, and I'll accept that right now. I will say this, though. I plan on taking mushrooms and doing the Super Bowl as a broadcaster with Outlaw Bill. What do you think of that?
Hey, that might be worth watching.
I predict it's the Bills going for the AFC. The AFC Championship will be Bills Ravens.
I can see it either being the Bills or the Jaguars.
The Ravens are getting that last playoff spot. They're going to beat Karen Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Either way, they're losing to Seattle.
Your team is pretty good this year, and your baseball team looks like ready to prime to have a good season as well. So fuck you.
Yeah, and meanwhile, how's those Mets doing?
I don't know. I'm a Yankee fan. Hi, everybody.
Well, where is your Yankee hat, Teague?
That's right.
Oh, there it is.
And what's more appropriate for New Year's Eve than a Black Sabbath t-shirt? I couldn't find my Black Sabbath Matters t-shirt, guys.
That's okay. We can do without.
What's funny is no one really owns that. There's no licensing on it. So there's no mention of being for it, and the T-shirt is just listed with a price. But on in the Black Sabbath shop, you can buy a Black Lives Matter T-shirt in Black Sabbath fonts. They're just like, yeah, we'll take your money, mate. Bunch of English black guys, or English white guys rather.
Why not make a Teague Sabbath for your first T-shirt for your merch store, Teague?
I could see how we could have like a Black Sabbath like Admiral Teague shirt, like based on maybe one of the Black Sabbath album covers. That would be a lot of fun. That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's just another thing you need to get on. Get out the merch and get those shorts going.
Well, I know a chick who like basically makes her living by making like, get this, there are people who do this just for a living: softball and bowling shirt uniforms, and like men's league baseball. And she makes jerseys and T-shirts. So if I get her to make the T-shirts, I can sell them on WordPress, and we could have Admiral T-shirts for like $15 to $20. Free shipping for orders over like 60 or something like that. You buy 4 T-shirts, I'll ship them for free.
I'd go a little higher than that because your cut's going to be quite low.
No, if I go on WordPress, what happens is I keep it all. I buy I have my overhead. I have to buy my T-shirts, and I have to pay this girl to make an Admiral Teague shirt. I've got the Admiral Teague logo from Fet for Hire, just like maybe Saving Star Trek on the Admiral Teague on the front where the Star Trek logo would be, and on the back Saving Star Trek.
Yeah.
Do you have a logo already made and set up for you, Teague, or not yet?
I have stylized Admiral Teague writing. I don't really have a logo. My logo is my name. It's good, though. It works. Like, I don't have a visual logo.
Well, I have several logos on my merch store, and Germ has seen them.
Yeah, I'm holding off on merch till 10,000. I'm sorry, go ahead.
The merch is okay, Dan.
Yeah, for different fans, for different genres, I have logos for.
I don't want to put the cart in front of the horse. Like, 3,000 is nice. We don't know, like, what percentage of that, and I don't think it's above 10%, but there's some dud accounts in there. There's also some people who only join because they want to watch 1923 watch parties, who never check to see if there are any, who don't come back. So, like the real engage rate of the channel, probably more like 2,500. And we got a lot more people watching as concurrent since we did the notification bell drive. That worked out really good.
Yeah.
It turned out just telling it like it was in that community post really motivated people. That is the most liked, fastest liked, and most liked community post in channel history. 13 likes in an hour. People believe that we stand up for Star Trek, and it's an amazing feeling.
Well, Teague, when you're about 75 and your channel gets to 75,000, then you become one of the big hitters for Star Trek.
I ain't been 75 since 1975. I'm 115 years old.
Actually, when
What's
it comes to independence, the channel is in the top 5.
Me?
Yeah. There's surprisingly no independent Star Trek voices on YouTube.
And here's the funny thing. I'm number 1 in independent Taylor Sheridan.
There's even less independent Taylor Sheridan shows than
I'm
there
number
are
1.
independent Star Trek shows.
I'm number 1. Show me someone else with 10,000 views on an original video.
There's no one else even trying.
And he's going to make
Should
more
be
and more
embarrassing.
shows. They're all really, really good. It is embarrassing. It's Paramount's embarrassing, and they've embarrassed me and cost me money and subs. But I will overcome that because, you know what? The stories are very high quality, so it keeps us from going insane. When Jeremy and I have to dive into Starfleet Academy, it'll be because we've had the enjoyment of Landman. Landman might not be perfect, but it's fun and it's funny.
And that nice pot of money that being paid to watch it does help.
Yeah, and you guys may need some holy water after watching it to purify yourselves from watching that crap.
You need something pure. Green alcohol comes to mind, not holy water.
Yeah, I mean, we're not going to do all of Starfleet Academy, so we're only doing the first episode, and then we'll make a decision on going forward. So it'll probably be a 2-episode first week drop. That's what the thing seems to be these days, and we'll see how it goes. I really do think that we have a chance to be the only people weighing in on this. And you know what? When it comes down to all we've been through watching this guy's crap, don't you want to spike the football on his career?
I'd spike something else, not the football. Something that has a good chance of penetrating bone.
Or maybe just do to him like Tommy did to those eggs.
Yeah, or what TL did to the snake.
That was funny, man. Like, when Landman wants to be funny, it is a funny show.
Hey, it gave me my favorite new saying. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I driving to smoke? No, you're driving me to suck Freon out of the air conditioner. I'm settling with the smoke cigarette.
I think my favorite line from that show so far is, I swear one day I'm going to come to the house and a fucking demon's going to run out of the bush and fuck me right in my ass.
That'd be
I will
a
say
downgrade
that's-
to some of the things he's gone through.
He's been through worse. As I will go through worse. Did you know that there was a terrible argument in Roger Goodell's office this year? Between Jets owner Woody Johnson and Roger Goodell. And usually I'm against Roger Goodell and his ideas, but do you know what Roger Goodell said to Woody Johnson?
I'm going to take the team from you and I'm going to bury you into harbor.
I wish. No, but he said to him, Sir, you can't have your traditional New York's Black Friday game, a tradition in your town because you're such a retail and business town. You can't have a Black Friday game. You're too bad. Your team's irrelevant. You're unlikable. No one wants to be around you or your fucking team.
So basically, he told him to go F himself, huh?
You know what? You're not going to embarrass the league and expose the league to really low ratings in the city of New York. The league has had to do without a respectable New York football team for about 10 straight years. The thing is this. In New York, they've had to deal with, like, one owner's like a jackass, but then there's Woody Johnson, and he's like a pharma bro. He's every single thing that just is not likable. Like, Germ knows football. Like, out of all the owners, is there one who's less likable than Woody Johnson? Is it fired 3 times and refused to be hired? Was it hired and was it fired 3 times and refused for a 4th hire by Trump? Correct. Or was it only fired twice and refused for a 3rd hire? He was kicked out of Ireland and England for talking shit to their fucking leaders like an asshole. Trump didn't defend him on this, so it's not like he said go in there and be brisk. He's out of his fucking mind. He's old, he's crazy, he's a dick. He doesn't care about us, and his daughter was married to Tila Tequila. He was a terrible fucking father, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, if your kid marries Tila Tequila, that
It's not
He
about
made some
being gay.
mistakes.
It's about Tila Tequila.
And when you have a name like that, of course you'll be driven to drink.
Admiral Teague is not a bad name. Oh,
no,
you mean Tila Tequila.
we have something for Dan when he does something like that. See if I can find it
Is it
for
called
you.
Thorazine?
I know what you're talking. I got Germ.
Okay. We have just a few too many video clips on here.
Well,
If you want bad humor, bad puns, I'm your guy, German Gorilla.
I recommend everyone get one of these in the new year. This is the best thing I ever got.
We have 40 video clips.
I'll give her some.
Hey, take what's a rectal inserter probe gun?
It's yeah, you know, calm down there, child. It's a dryer vaporizer so that I can use THC and CBD without having to actually combust marijuana and mess up my lungs. And also, it like strains out all the chemicals that cause short-term memory loss and lack of focus. Jerm, have you noticed how I stopped meandering quite as much since like August?
Hey, that's good. You're getting cleaner.
Well, I mean, I would have to say, listening to shows from before I started doing it and shows in the last 2 months, I definitely am like, it's because it's like 5 months now. I definitely am like more focused. I don't get lost anywhere near as much as I used to. And also, like, I have managed to rethread the needle on every time I've started weaving because I like to weave the different ideas together. It's like a Queen's thing. It's otherwise known as being presidential.
It is a bit of a bad habit.
What, the weave?
Yeah.
I've reduced my weave level by like 60% since August. I'm pretty proud of that. It was the right thing to do and the right thing for the channel. If I have to suffer a little more to be a better Star Trek broadcaster, I will. In 2026, I'm going to hit. Well, Germ, you guessed it last time with what I'd end the year at with this year. So what am I gonna hit next year? By June,
I think June,
4,500.
maybe 38 by June. But
That's-
getting into year about 5,000.
I'm close to 3,100 already.
So you're becoming cleaner, and Germer's always cocked and loaded, huh?
He has been a godsend, and you know what? God, his angel on that one was Bird of Prey 5, who started the show, and it was great to bring him with us into 2026. He's always going to be alive in our hearts. He set a high standard for being a YouTuber and a high standard for Star Trek. We can't touch either, but it's good to have something to aspire to. And ever since Jeremy and I did that episode of Enterprise season 2, Catwalk, we have had a great broadcasting relationship, and he's made me a much better YouTuber. He didn't talk too much during the Neuro Derp thing, but he had a lot of influence. And you guys had a great little side quest there when you talked to him about his Farscape and B5 stuff.
Yeah, no, that's the Star Trek was what you're going to focus on. Need to see a little bit on the other stuff that he's been doing.
I enjoyed that. If you notice, I completely pulled back and just let you guys go for about 5 minutes. I've learned some new moderator skills. The goal is to keep improving in 2026, and to not reach the TOS until September. But that might be asking too much. We might have to do Battlestar Galactica to get out of that.
Yeah, the getting to TOS in September, it's going to be yeah, that's not possible.
Here's the thing: we have 21 episodes of Star Trek Enterprise left, right?
A little less than that.
Well, because a lot of them are all one story, but we're going one episode at a time. We're at episode 5, and there's 26 episodes. Three two-parters in a row to end it out. The Forge is a 3-parter.
Yeah, but These Are the Voyages isn't gonna. We don't need to do that one.
We're gonna do it because it's bad and it's worth talking about, and then we do TOS. I'm sorry, TNG. Then we do TNG for a little while.
And Germ, what do you mean that These Are the Voyages is a bad Star Trek episode? It's the best Star Trek episode of Enterprise. Of course, I'm bullshitting, as you know.
Do we have any more video?
Yeah, Oh, you changed the video outlines.
I could tell he was looking. I could see him in my mind.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And hello to nobody on X. It's proving out that we cannot get any X traction. Hello, David Jones. It's good to see you, sir.
Hey,
welcome.
Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, Kimberly. It's great to see you. It's been a minute. It's nice to see you again.
That's David Jones there. That's Kimberly there under the David Jones.
Is that what? So David Jones that we've been seeing around is Kimberly. All right.
Yes.
You know what, Kimberly? We'll try to remember. It's been such a drag going from tags to going from names to tags. When I had a name and a tag, I was Admiral Teague of Saving Star Trek. It was like, Trelane, the Squire of Gothos. It had some gravitas to it. Now it's like I'm Admiral Teague of Admiral Teague. Big fucking deal.
Yeah, I guess the reason they changed all that is because people were getting kind of jokey with the names.
Here's the thing. The reason they changed it was to break up and destroy communities and confuse creators, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That's also possible.
I don't like this ad thing because I can't mess with people anymore.
Well, yeah, you got your entire name from being a joke.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That or
isn't that
there
something that Alex Jones? Was it something Alex Jones said, or did you say something to Alex Jones and that was his reaction to you?
I was on a person's podcast. I can't remember, or their stream there. I can't remember whose it was at the time, but they're going off about Alex Jones there, and he had just been on Tim Pool's podcast there. We started pounding his chest, going, "I am a gorilla." So I set my StreamYard's name as "I'm a gorilla" just to piss him off there, and and he just started going off even more about Alex Jones. Then I forgot to change it when I went on to another person. I can't even remember who that was. And I explained it to them why my name was that, and then they started going off about Alex Jones, so I just kept it, and the whole gorilla thing stuck there. And I always have random thoughts there, so it became Gorilla's Random Thoughts.
Did it become Gorilla's Censored Thoughts briefly because I went apeshit and had sent like 1,500 pejorative tweets at you in like 2 days?
No.
Okay.
No,
I did do that though.
but I can't call you an asshole.
You were really cool about it though. You were really cool about it.
No, I just turned my notifications off, but that's a whole different song. But
You should
no,
never have your notifications on X anyway. What are you, out of your mind?
Yeah, but I still can't call you an asshole on your stream, but that's a whole different story. But no, I changed it to Gorilla Censored Thoughts because
I'll bring you on next week and you can call me an asshole. But
Yeah.
why?
No,
Why censored?
you got me blocked in the chat, so but no,
Oh, do I?
Yeah,
I do
but,
things like that. I'll fix that.
yeah, but no, the Gorilla Censored Thought was because I kept getting, especially at Curtis's channel. It's especially bad on Curtis's channel. I always get my chats deleted, so I have to put a bunch of swearing emojis and start putting in one word at a time. And hey, DJ, Happy New Year! How there? You have a good night.
Deej,
You rock. You
you
rock.
rock.
Hey, play nice.
Gameplay.
One of the nicest people on all of YouTube, honestly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this DJ. The other DJ we know, kind of a sourpuss. Has great fashion in,
Bunny suits.
yeah, bunny
Yeah.
suits.
Well. Bill was streaming earlier. He was wondering where DJ's at. DJ's at, so I put in the chat. DJ's like the G spot. You know he's there. You just can never find him.
He was streaming earlier today for a while.
Yeah. No, this was before DJ streaming. This was at like 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Since you're 2 hours wrong.
Well, that's Bill's channel there. Oh, excuse me. That was a sneaker.
I'm not
That's
seeing you.
okay, you're-
Oh, there. You know what? You are no longer blocked in my community. I don't know how that happened. Honestly, like there was
that's exactly
a
how it
night where
happened.
you, what was it when the EV Mux disaster happened?
Yeah, well, that's one of the ones there when someone snuck something in right in between two people talking. Then the person getting loudest and throwing the insults there was the one that got thrown off. It's the one that's the loudest got thrown off, not the one that got what was part of
Right.
between
It was not the wrongest person, but the loudest. But the thing is, it was like 3 people versus me in a battle of wits and like foul language. Like I'm always gonna win that one. I'm from New York. Like I have a Canadian and a guy who's moved from like Arizona to Canada, and I forget who the other person was. And it's just like, I was locked in the basement of the EV Mux like forever, and like they were like. The thing that bothered me was I was politicized when if you look at my ex, I've never been political. The only time I talk about politics is when I go live to talk on Germ Show, and that's only because I'll do anything for Germ. I mean, I think I look pretty ignorant, but I'm honest when I'm on there.
Hey, I'm willing to talk I'm willing to talk about anything. We talked about politics on my. I try to keep the politics stuck to the cigar lounge, though.
Yeah, we don't do politics at all on my show. Although, like, I'm saying that as a guy who has like 5 Trump sound bites. It's like the thing is. The way that we've approached Trump this last year has been like, he's just around. Like, we might as well accept it. And, if you don't like him or do like him, there's still some things he does that are outright funny that we can talk about without mocking the man or putting anybody down. Like, the Sir stuff is funny. I don't know, Germ, you're pretty into Trump. Do you feel we disrespect him or, like, we have fun with him, right?
No, all those stuff is he's intentionally putting out there to be funny.
We've retest a couple of them, but for the most part, yes. Like a lot of times, he just like he does a lot of speaking, so like sometimes he gaffs, and if he gaffs, it's funny, and we use it. Like his weirdly weird cadence on one thing is going to show up soon. It's like, we're going to the moon to get to Mars, and that is what we're doing with the moon. And I'm going to put that into something soon because it's so out there. But like every once in a while, he'll just get jerked up. It's like, but no, you're in Florida. Like you've seen some. We have like a 5-minute hit reel of just Trump saying "sir" for the channel, and I'm always adding to it.
And we're 5 minutes away from Gorilla hitting midnight, if my time zone is correct on him.
Midnight in Minnesota. Midnight in Minnesota.
I've been cracking loomers here right at midnight.
Aligning Kugels?
You do that on camera, Gorilla, because that apparently is the biggest celebration Central Time Zone is going to see.
Is that aligning Kugels that you're talking about, Gorilla?
No, Lunars. It's
What's a Lunars?
THC drink. THC drink.
Oh, cool. You know what? When I was in Minnesota for a year, just about 9 months before you were born. Oh wow! Hey, look, the Dead Man is on this one, or Old Man Bird is on this one.
Hey,
Old Man Bird.
Old Man Bird. All right, just a sec here. Old Man Bird. Here, thank you very much, Old Man Bird.
Eugene Bird, you're the king. Super chats making our cigars sing. Light in the lounge, keep it free. You're the sugar daddy of Gorilla. Thank you, Eugene. You're the best, better than all the rest. With every puff, we raise a cheer. Eugene Bird, our hero here.
Yeah, all right. Thank you very much, Eugene. There, that'll give me my souvenirs from the Aruba.
Sir!
15 days.
Aruba with that $19.99 Aruban dollars. Thank God they use American dollars in Aruba.
Yeah, well,
The rebel nation state of Aruba. Don't try to send any fentanyl to our coast because our Air Force will take care of it.
Yeah, well, I'll head to Aruba in 15 days. Oh, me and Gerber tried to click at the same time.
Oh, you know what? Old Man Bird's got a really good one there. Have a prosperous 2026, Silverbacks. Thank you very much. I have been a Silverback much longer than the rest of these people, although I think it's probably a crime against the world that Gorilla has 2 children and I have none, because obviously what a genius the world has been deprived of my progeny. Am I not right, guys?
Well, you could always adopt.
I can yeah. Dad, I'm sorry I like you, but there's no chance.
Why would you do that to those poor children, Dan?
It's just in singles for you, Germ. You can always adopt kids if you and your wife can't have any.
That
How could Germ
The
have
wife is key
children
part.
with his? How could his wife have children with Germ when she's buried up on top of this mountain outside of Puget Bay?
Yeah, but T, you just gotta remember for kids, the woman only has to let you stick it in her once.
Yeah, you know, it was all those long-term relationships with the caution about not having children that cost me being a parent. What can I tell you? I also have almost all of my money and most of my teeth, a good portion of my hair. Every car I ever owned was destroyed by me, not my kid. And you know what? Since my nephew's pretty cool, I'll just leave all my stuff to him. He's kind of like me anyway, but like smart. And talented.
You have a good night, Old Man Bird.
Old Man Bird, thank you.
There, Old Man Bird.
You're a great supporter of the New Year's Eve Across America stream, where we welcome all except Mexicans. Just kidding. We welcome Mexicans too.
How about Canadians?
We said Americans.
I don't like the snow Mexicans that much now.
Well, being a Californian is a stretch.
All right.
There he is. You know what? I'll turn on my camera too.
So, operating with the Dew THC soda. It's Mountain Dew THC soda.
Not officially licensed.
And I'm surprised it's not your own brand, Gorilla, to advertise to start selling them.
Here's to you, Gorilla. You got you crazy Guardian, you.
Oh man, this stuff's pretty damn good. It's not gonna fuck me up like the Minnesota ones because I got this one in Iowa. This is only 4 milligrams. I was gonna get a 10 milligram one.
I was going to buy Michelob Ultra because of the connection to my channel, but I looked at the beer and I said to myself, "Sir, maybe you deserve to drink some real beer." Only an alcoholic would drink Michelob Ultra.
Maybe you should have gotten some of that 8 beer.
They don't
The
serve
Troy
it in New
Aikman
York. We have a beer called Mansplaining from Peyton Manning. I'm sorry, Eli Manning. And he has a flavor called Brady Gravy with the Super Bowl trophy on it about how he like smashed Tom Brady into like gravy twice.
The only
I don't really
redeeming
like him.
thing Eli Manning ever did.
I'm not a fan. He would show up to the games like drunk and like be terrible and then sober up at the halftime with like cocaine in the men's room or something and then play a good second half. Or he'd show up sober and have like a great first half and then get drunk at halftime and come out and throw the ball all over the place. Or the other way around, whichever it was, but he was not the same guy like half to half. He would be completely bipolar. He was the most bipolar quarterback I've ever seen who managed to mostly pretty much win.
And with that roll over the hour, we are officially on Mountain Time. And Dan is in charge for the next hour.
Oh, God.
May God have mercy on our souls.
Just a second. Oh, damn it, everything moved on me.
Go fuck yourself.
What the fuck?
What I want.
Why am I in charge of Mountain Time? Why don't you be in charge of Mountain Time, Germ?
Germ, you're in charge. I'm with Dan. Gorilla,
Hey,
tell me what's up.
I'm the closer.
Tell me what it's like being a guardian.
A what?
A guardian. Aren't you? Didn't you say you're part guardian?
That's what you filled out on the college forms.
Oh, he's an Elizabeth Warren guardian. Are you from the the tribe of the Massachusetts Bay Colony?
Hey, I got more Indian blood in my dick than she has in her whole bloodline back to her great.
If you had one goddamn drop, you'd have more. I'm part because I'm part guardian.
Hey,
but not a lot.
Hey, I got enough Indian blood to claim it on government forms, but not enough to get a cut of the casino.
Wait, that would mean that you have more than 17% Indian blood.
I do.
Wow.
My grandma was half Dakota and Sioux mix.
So you're 25% guardian.
No, that
12% Lakota, 12% Sioux. Wow.
Well, see, actually, a half every generation because it's always diluted.
Right. If it's his grandmother, that's 100%. His mother,
my grandma
50%.
My grandma's
your
half.
grandma's your grandma's half. Sorry. So you're 12.5% guardian.
Yeah.
You're not enough to claim it on government forms. It has to be 17.5% unless they change it.
Oh fuck it! If the Somalis can
sorry, you're a white guy.
Hey, if the Somalis can claim they have 72 kids at daycare center, get 1.3, it was like 1.34 million fucking dollars that have no kids attending it. I can claim I'm a fucking Indian there, but with the
look, I don't
difference.
I do know this. There was absolute fraud, and the core charges were proven. And anyone who doesn't think they were proven, who says that this is trumping a dick, this was all proven under Biden. They only moved on it now. It got worse.
Well,
As far as that video, though, there is some allegations that those buildings were supposed to be closed and that there were never supposed to be kids there because they were closed for some sort of like the video, like the journalist, it doesn't matter whether he's right or wrong, like the essence of everything he said was true. They're disputing some of his facts. It's RRTNZ. My friend, hello to you, RRTNZ. Happy New Year to you. It's great to see you. You were on my channel earlier. And now, are you in England still, you crazy motherfucker? You called me a bastard, I'll call you a motherfucker. And you know what? We found out today that Timothy Dalton was born in Colwyn, which is in Wales. I found that out today. Was it the Bay of Colwyn? Lake Colwyn, something like that? Loch Colwyn? But I didn't realize that there was something really just, he has such a great and rich British accent. And you're like, it's not London. Hey, Bone, how are you?
Bone.
Is Bone Gap?
yeah, hey, Bone, and hey, RRTNZ.
RRTNZ.
Yeah, he's a Kiwi, so it's Zed.
He's a critical drinker. Loves RRTNZ. You're lucky to have RRTNZ in your chat. He is a great and mighty sub, and he has been live with me a few times representing all Enterprise fans, and also does a great job when we're with him. For some of the most fun I had was Northern English Bastard gives a lot of homework. But he gave me like a month to watch an entire season of Miami Vice, like 3 seasons in a row. And I came to love those characters, and I had a great time talking about that with him. That was one of the most fun things I did this year, was meet and have a friendship with Northern English Bastard. He is great. And Lance, RRTNZ just got to meet Lance, who was on the show a couple of times. I got to get Lance back. He's the only other person who does Landman.
So Teague, so we all thought that we were out of school, but the Englishman gave you homework to do, so you were still in school, huh?
Well, I mean, you know what? Here's the thing. I speak several languages. I speak English and American, as well as Jive, and New York Latino, which is just New York, but with an affectation, man, and a lot of fucking cursing. Jerem, is that about right?
So you speak Scarface.
You got it, man.
So basically, good English and bad English you speak then, Teague.
Excuse me?
He speaks New Yorker.
Yeah, I speak New York.
Yeah, and I don't. If I really want to rile you up, I can say which is better, New York or Chicago pizza.
Oh, I remember that when Northern English Bastard was supposed to be on a show where we talked about 1985, and like he was just like, somehow I haven't seen any one of these movies. And one of them was like RoboCop. I was like, Northern English, come on. But I recommend him on my channel, recommend tab, and I'll recommend him again right now. Northern English B' starred. He's a great YouTuber, and his last YouTube video for episode whatever of Stranger Things, I was talking to him about it in a small creator space we share, and I told him I thought it was good enough to go viral. I thought that it was one of the better videos I'd seen covering it. And with his weird Northern English accent, and I don't mean weird bad, I mean weird interesting. His voice is as strange as mine. When the two of us are broadcasting together, they got like two real different kind of voices. With his accent and his enthusiasm and his slang and he's a really good joke writer. Northern English Bastard, I think, is going to have a great year. I think he'll get to 3,000 by the end of 2026. I can't wait to collab with him again. He's the best.
It's kind of hard to realize that we both speak the same language, just different dialects of English.
Well, I always tell them that they're speaking a reverse import of their language, and that they all before they came here they spoke French. English is a reverse import of American, and cricket is a reverse import of baseball. Am I not right, Jerm?
You might be right about the baseball part.
I'm right about our language too. Linguists agree with me. There are studies.
Hey, I got a big old bobcat here that wants to say, you want some attention? Yeah.
Wait, you have an actual bobcat as a pet? You're a sick fuck.
Look at the thing.
And the thing's too fat to be a bobcat.
Oh, yeah, and Gorilla knows how to handle his pussy.
You have any? Is it time for video?
We can only pay it so many times.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Daniel,
nasty.
There you go. Hey, Dan, you're on my channel tonight though for like 2 fucking hours. How was that?
It was pretty
And
good.
still are.
Oh, you bastard!
Yeah, you are still on one of my channels and my ex. This is your second tour of duty as a Saving Star Trek pundit.
Just be thankful I'm not one of your exes.
None of them have any problem with me, and now I've reached an age that every chick who ever dumped me has called me back to get back together with me and talked about how like it was like really special and how much she misses me and all this other stuff. And I look at them, and at my age now, like yeah, I like okay, like you know, I'm nothing to write home about, but some of these women just like were like the Rolling Stones had it right, like. Who would believe you were a beauty indeed when the days get shorter and the night gets cold?
There's also another famous guy in Married the Kids said, you do them, you don't marry them or something, or however he said it. And you probably know who I'm talking about if you've seen Married with Children.
I don't know. If you watch, if you look at pictures of Carol Kane from Star Trek: Strange New Worlds and look at pictures of her from Taxi, it's like she's so beautiful when she was young. And Germ, like, is she a case against marriage or what?
Hey, time really doesn't do anybody any favors.
Yeah, and I bet Teague was the handsomest man when he was in his 20s and 30s, but now he has a few gray hairs and a few more wrinkles.
Fuck you. You should hope that you look as good as I do at this point. I don't have any wrinkles yet. I do have all gray hair, but the thing is, this is the calculus, and you'll have to make it one day too, Daniel, is this. The dye doesn't look very real. And you look older, and you look like you're delusional when you dye your hair. The only way to dye your hair when it starts going gray, if you have dark hair, which is the only kind of hair I ever had when I had hair, that was colored instead of gray. If you dye it lighter, it looks like you have highlights. If you try to dye it darker to get rid of the gray, you look like you're dyeing it to get rid of the gray. So just like that's my one tip. And don't try to get rid of all the gray because no one believes it. And you'll have to re-dye all the time because like every 2 or 3 weeks, you've got like a biased line of mostly gray hair. So I've gone with it. I don't care. I think it looks good, and you know what? I'm not ashamed of the years or the mileage. I took pretty good care of myself.
I will say this: at least you have hair. Germ doesn't have any hair.
I'd
He has
rather
hair,
be bald
just-
than gray.
Yeah, he just chooses not to have hair.
Germ, I'll play
I'm
it.
a Jew in Nazi-occupied Europe. Fuck you. Fuck the both.
You can do things on TV you can't do on YouTube, and that's why we got off of my main channel. You guys are insane.
Hey,
I thank
I
you
never
guys
got-
so much for being cool on my main channel, though. I really do.
Yeah.
It
Hey,
really
I never
meant a
got
lot.
hit with that one. I always get hit with my Alex Jones one.
The thing is, there's someone sitting watching most of my stuff on my main channel with their finger poised over the report button, just waiting. And it's like, they don't like me or my show, so it's just like, please, you just do something more constructive with your time than waiting for me to make a mistake, because you've been waiting for 3 years.
Well, someone had. If it's an easy job to make money, they'll take it.
It's costing him money.
They didn't do themselves a lot of favor, and not just the money they spent, but the money they would have made if they were still a well-regarded YouTuber instead of thought of as a rage goblin on their way to lolcow. Now that trajectory could still be changed if that person like pulls out of it and starts acting normal. But the first thing we'd have to do is just start acting normal. Like you look at their ex and you think you're going to ever get a job anywhere when you have verified X and you're a rage goblin?
I don't know. In some places, if you have verified X, you can claim employment.
Look, you know what? I have a social media profile and I do that stuff, but one thing I don't do is, I'm sorry, just need to drink a little beer while I talk, so I just don't want to get us whatever in trouble for having the alcohol on camera too much. But honestly,
Gorilla
don't
had a
think-
THC ripoff Mountain Dew on camera.
it just looked
I
like a
think
can
you're
of soda,
okay.
though. All right, fine.
Hey,
The
I've done two other THC drinks on shorts, and they slipped. They didn't get flagged.
Germ, I ask you, like, what hat do you prefer, and what hat do you think is more on brand for Admiral Teague, the Jets hat or the Yankee hat? Probably the Jet hat.
You gotta go with Jets.
Because it like really just brings home when I'm talking like a maniac and stuff like that. When I have the Jet hat on, people's like they have context, like, oh, he's a Jet fan. He's just insane.
Yeah, it just screams. I'm okay with losing.
Well, you know what's cool is I bought a Jets T-shirt to wear just for the show, and I'm writing it off.
That's always good. That's the
Also
benefit of
writing
having
off my
channels
Star
like
Trek
this.
stuff. Yeah. Well, I mean, no. The benefit is that you get paid when you get paid, guys. Gorilla, get ready for this one. In April, when you find out that your YouTube money is residuals, you might owe. But you have a real life job that withholds money, so you'll just get less back. You have to, this year, go to H&R Block, especially with the big, beautiful bill. Have someone else prepare your taxes this year. This way you
Are you
can't go to
careful?
jail if you make a mistake. Don't
you-
this year. Don't this year.
Are you-
Don't do it this year. Don't do it this year.
Only
Why?
idiots fill out their own taxes.
Yeah. Why
I
not
know,
have
I've
the don't you want the excuse if someone else made a mistake, I don't belong in jail? Look,
I've
it's
never had a
$90
problem.
It's only, you know what? Here's the thing. You've never been a YouTuber before. You're getting paid, and this is getting paid in residuals. None of it was withheld. You
Hey,
got
these are all
every
tips
dime
that
you
we don't have
generated.
tax on tip.
No, you're on drugs. Only the super chats are tips.
That's
all
all
the
I'm
money
people
he
in-
gets.
You don't have a community?
The what?
He doesn't have,
I don't have membership.
members. He doesn't
Oh,
get
okay.
AdSense.
You're not at
Well,
1,000 yet?
I get some ads, but I don't. But I don't get much in ads.
You're just not-
yeah.
wait, you
A
haven't
whole
activated.
he gets a whole 18 cents in ad revenue.
I'm making
No, I get-
$38 this month on ads actually, and I only did that with one ad an hour.
I'm making like $10 an ad, or not an ad, but month.
I know
yeah.
clicks per monetization. It went down at the beginning of December. It was at 15. That's when I used the Mars the most, and I turned Mars on for every show. It was great for subs. Germ, how many subs did we gain using Mars? My God, it was 91 last month.
Yeah, something like in like 2 or 3 weeks of using that Mars, maybe 50.
And a very well, yeah, because we got 40 through other means of making videos and cross promotion, but and organically, but just the Mars thing was great for subs, and you know what? The channel's concurrents are always higher now since the end of Mars.
Yeah, it looks like it was a experiment worth doing. It's a pain in the ass on the live stream side, but
You know what? I'm going to give myself credit on this one. I split the baby perfectly. I gave them pure Mars for the first 3 weeks. Then for the last 2 weeks, I made the Star Trek stream landscape only. It held its own concurrence without the Mars, and I kept them off my back by giving them enough Mars until they themselves moved off the Mars insistence. So I feel all right about it.
Yeah, it seemed to have worked.
I might be, because I read the terms of services, the best at guessing what YouTube wants from you without getting them to fuck you over. I mean, knock on wood.
Yeah, it does help reading those things. Dan, this is your hour. You have anything? Oh, no. Dan will be right back.
He'll BRB. Right now, you're getting an all-star team on the Sci-Fi Sith Dan side of this one. I am Admiral Teague. I am the humble servant of Resolute Germ and Gorilla's Random Thoughts. We are here bringing you this special presentation across multiple platforms and on multiple channels, including X. We've had guests, we've had video, we've had a ton of fun, and what we're having now is 2026 is officially an American institution. It's in 2 of the 4 time zones. It's about to move into the third. It's in Mountain Time, and soon, very soon, indeed, we will have we'll have Central Time. Central Time, and then very soon we'll have the Mountain Time. And then Jeremy will handle the turnover to the Pacific Time, which will happen in 41 minutes for his hour. But
No, we got an hour and 41 minutes until Pacific Time.
I'm dyslexic. I'm always guessing when I look at a pile of numbers.
We will, in 38 minutes, we'll ring in the new year for Mountain Time, and then an hour after that, we'll have Pacific Time, and then we will officially be in 2026. Because it doesn't count until it hits the Pacific Time Zone.
If you're saying that, it doesn't count until it hits American Samoa.
American Samoa doesn't count. It's on Hawaiian time, and the Hawaiians celebrate on Pacific Time.
The Hawaiians aren't allowed to have a time zone of their own because they were irresponsible when they had one. You heard the stories. We all have heard what they did when they had their own time zone. We can't go back to that. They can't be allowed to have that kind of power again.
Yeah, but it's like 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock that they'll just ring in the new year.
Well, I think also, like, it's something ludicrous at, like, 6:30 in the morning you go to work, but it's been light out for, like, an hour and a half.
Well, yeah, it's summer.
No, but in Hawaii, like, you like, literally wake up at 4:30 a.m. to leave your house at 5:15 to be at work at, like, 6:30, if I have this one right. Because the sun comes up at like 4 a.m. anyway, and you live your life until like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night where you black out, like you know. And who knows, the sun's still up. I don't know anything about equatorial areas.
Equatorial areas doesn't really have the whole extra sunlight thing.
I'm afraid to go to Hawaii because I just don't think that the geothermal energy is safe.
It's a very, very beautiful place. If you can stand the heat, I recommend it.
Is it stupid hot? When is it winter there?
It is stupid hot. Never.
When is it like less hot there? Like Northern Hemisphere winter?
Never.
That's the problem with those equatorial countries. It's almost like they're right in the middle of the planet.
Yeah, it's the damnedest thing.
How hot is hot? Like 90 degrees every day? Is it humid as fuck? I mean, a beautiful sea breeze at 90 degrees is not that terrible.
When I was there for like a day, it was 84 into the evening. And
Right.
you say, "Oh, this is nice. This is nice, cool weather."
84 is fairly cool. It's 94, 100. It's 90 and above is intolerable. And it's
I
an
don't think it's the
intolerable.
heat; it's the humidity.
How could there really be true humidity on an island unless there's below sea level inlying areas? In Florida, when I lived there, there was really, really, really bad humidity, but it was like where Gorilla lives. It was really swampy and low lying. It was in the middle of Florida.
I don't know,
Near me.
I
You
got
call
maybe
them lakes,
2
they're
miles away
swamps,
from
and you
the-
know it.
Yeah, I got maybe 2 miles away from the airport at best. The only reason I was there so long is because I was waiting for a damn airplane.
It could have been a flukish weather system. You were there for a day. When we go to the Honolulu Con and the Pro Bowl for to celebrate year 5 of Saving Star Trek, you know what? You can have a chance to see it again. Or when
You
we
hear
all meet
that?
at the Las Vegas Comic Con.
I don't know, Las Vegas Comic Con will be Fallout. They're running out of water.
No, I'm not thinking the next one. I'm thinking like the one after. If we plan for 2 years, we could all pull it off.
Oh yeah, Vegas will be a ghost town by then.
That's what I'm thinking. Also, there's a Comic-Con in Minnesota in the summer that we could go to. Now, I don't speak Somali, but I think that maybe we could get by.
Well, take it. If you need help speaking Somali, you can ask Gorilla to ask his girlfriend to teach you.
Gorilla
Oh,
would never date a
just
Somali
that-
girl. He doesn't like women anymore.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, thank you. Gorilla hasn't liked women since he's got stuck with those 2 kids.
No, and my girlfriend, she's not Somali.
She's
She's way darker than
Ethiopian.
Somali.
So you're dating a Nigerian?
No, I'd say more like a Kenyan.
Oh, wow. That's very presidential, sir.
Well, her whole family's lived in the United States for a long time, so
Doesn't matter. Usha Vance has lived in the United States for a really long time.
she was born in the United States, and so was her parents.
Yeah, but she's not Usha Vance. Oh, hey. Old Man Bird says, I was trying to form a joke about someone's dick being nicknamed the Burj Khalifa, like the skyscraper. I couldn't think of how to make it funny. Maybe you could do something with it. Yeah, Daisy Ridley in the movie the Washer, right? Because everyone's movie is named after their job now. Or no, how about in the movie G20, they rubbed some Viagra on it.
Really, to keep the building always erect?
Yes, there you go. Thank you for finishing the joke. Also, for the first time ever, I think
not
I'm
great.
feeling slight effect of alcohol while I'm on YouTube. I've had 2 drinks.
Good for you. Just a
I
couple
don't
more, and
know.
you can catch up with the 800-pound gorilla.
Here's the thing: I've been drunk all year, or I've been intoxicated. I've been slightly intoxicated all year.
Yeah. Oh, we got old man Bird back. I was trying to form a joke about someone's dick being nicknamed.
You just missed it, gorilla.
What?
Already read it.
We took care of it.
Okay. Well, welcome back.
Hey, radio!
Yeah.
And I do believe that Daisy Ridley movie is called The Cleaner.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you very much. And poor Clive Owen. I guess they gave him a little more than his usual fee. He was just like, oh no.
Yeah, and for what I hear,
Eco-terrorists.
Yeah, for one, the Cleaner movie is just a ripoff of Die Hard.
It was, but the thing is, I think G20 is worse.
Oh, how nice. They've started blowing stuff up.
Where?
Yeah.
Oh, how about you?
Somewhere here, yeah.
Well, I live in a Latino neighborhood, so of course things been blowing up for hours. You know those Latino people. You know what we don't have around here, though? There's no Latinx.
Yeah, it's because they're very much in the very narrow minority, less than 2% of their population, I think it is, ain't it?
What, that are Latinx?
Yes.
I don't know any Latino people who identify as Latinx except Rachel Ziegler, maybe. Hey, Oiler
Hey.
Greg! I love seeing that
Happy New
Oiler
Year.
helmet! Yeah! Yeah! Steve McNair, baby! My
Happy
favorite
New Year,
Irish
Oiler.
quarterback.
Yeah, Happy New Year, Euler.
Jerm, who's a better Irish quarterback, Steve McNair or Donovan McNabb?
Hard to tell.
Donovan McNabb went to 2 Super Bowls. Steve McNair won. Wait, no. Won. I guess the best Irish quarterback is Warren Moon, right?
Yeah.
Ryan Fitzpatrick was okay, but he faded in the late season every time.
Well, that's because he's 20 pounds overweight by the time the late season came around.
That is kind of true. Here's a question for you, Germ. What do you think of the fact that I saw the Cincinnati? Is it who does Shaquan Sanders play for? Is it the Browns?
Yeah.
I saw the Browns and the Chiefs quarterbacks' fathers play baseball.
Well, it's a shame neither of their sons had the talent to follow them into baseball.
I think that Patrick Mahomes could have pitched. He just didn't want to play baseball. He was a better football player. Patrick Mahomes is a truly great football player. He really is. One of the greatest
He
quarterbacks
was.
of all time.
A shame what happened to him. Now his career is never going to be the same.
Do you feel the injury is that bad?
ACL and NCL completely blown out.
Oh.
He won't be back until they project halfway through next year. If then.
Well, maybe they'll have Brady Cook. Brady Cook is pretty good. I know you've got him starting all your fantasy teams, Germ.
Yeah, sure.
You know, you're telling me Brady Cook's not the future?
Well, football? I'm sure he has a
Brady
great...
Cook's not the
Brady Cook has a great future as a future pub owner.
football coach. Let me ask you a question. Does Mendoza go to bed every night saying, please, God, don't let me be a Jet? Please just let me be a Raider?
Everyone says that. Everyone who declares for the draft is just, please, God, don't let me be a Jet. Please, God, don't let me be a Jet.
That's not true. There are people who know they'll be like at the bottom of the draft, so like, I'll even be a Jet. There's people desperate enough to be like, I'll be a Jet if I have to. Just there's no one on the team right now who feels that way.
Yeah, they get quickly cured of that delusion once they actually are on the Jets.
They cash the check and they fucking check out. What do you think of Aaron Glenn? Should he stay?
I couldn't care less.
You're a football fan. I'm just asking if he should stay.
Does
If he
it?
was
I don't
coaching
think
your
it really
team
makes-
with what he did,
I don't think it really matters. It's still not going
but
to
you're
win.
not going to be able to keep him, but you're going to have to fire him in the middle of next season again. And you're going to go into next season with absolutely no hope. And you could win next year.
You mean
have
the same
three
no
number
hope
one
you
dra-
start the season with?
We have 3 number 1 draft picks. We could get somebody who's a mediocre quarterback and a couple of pretty good receivers, and we could win 6 games, 7 games.
You can have the 3 first picks in the draft, and you're not going to break 500.
No, but we could win 6 games. Starts with winning 6 games. We won 3. We're going to end the season 3-14, Joe. How many times has your team done that?
Never.
Well, I mean, maybe their first season. Well, I guess they were 3-11 that season. It was so long ago.
Jeremy, are those fireworks, or are those some local gang members popping off a few rounds saying Happy New Year early?
That's his accent. It's popping off the warning shots at him.
Oh, they don't know where I live. I'm well hidden.
That's why there's no concern in his voice. He doesn't care.
Or better yet, if they do take him out, just make it quick and painless for him, probably.
No, it would not be quick and painless if they found me. It'd be Guantanamo Bay type stuff. There'd be war crimes against them.
My common ancestor with Desi Arnaz signed the treaty that gave the U.S. Guantanamo Bay.
Smart move.
It was that or give up most of the country. We let them keep it like 5 more years. Then we gave it to United Fruit.
And now most of it's owned by Delmar.
Who?
Delmar Fruit.
Oh, is that who United Fruit became?
Delmar is the largest fruit producing company in the United States.
Didn't know that. I'm sure they don't. I mean, they can't do business in Cuba. They're not allowed to. But if there's one thing the Cubans have, it's fruit, right?
Well, that and cigars.
Right. That they can't
Communists.
sell. They are a bunch of communists. I would like to point out that my grandfather was so afraid of Castro that he was like 2 years old when my grandfather left Cuba. He knew. You could tell.
Well, they're probably not all commies. They're just too damn dirt poor or don't have the arms to overthrow the government to actually take control back, probably.
Yeah, that is true, but that does produce the fact that when I do fly down there, I'll have my choice of 23-year-old women to marry. They call me El Verde Carte down there.
23-year-olds are overrated.
Yeah, you know what? I figure I'll marry 2 and keep the one that works out. But El Carte Verte, as they call me, you know, they love me. I don't know what it means in American, but I like what they call me.
I found 20-year-old women, or around 20-ish women, they're very over enthusiastic about stuff. They are.
It's okay.
Hey, as long as they're enthusiastic about the right things, cooking, cleaning. But rarely you have to wait until they're desperate and then they're
Late
that's
20s,
getting a
early
little
30s.
close.
See, that's the thing. At my age, I can't count on them being faithful to me. That's why I have to have 2, and I'll let them date each other as well as me. Which is magnanimous, let's face it.
Or one will just take out the other and then you can live in fear the rest of your life.
Who among us doesn't live in fear?
Of their own
Hey,
wives.
my wife is 10,000 miles away and I'm still afraid of her.
Is she still even your whiffy?
According
Do you
to
still-
the church, yes. According to the United States government, no.
All
Who
right,
the hell
is
cares what the United States government says?
As far as the financial end of it, I would say the Wi-Fi signal has been broken.
Well, I do have a New Year's resolution for Germ. Pray his passport is renewed so he can go down to his wife's homeland to have some fun with her.
I do not like that place. I'd much prefer her coming here because all my shit's here. The climate's nice here. It's just way too goddamn hot over there.
Well, Germ, I have to write you're going with the paperwork. It's not going to happen for a long time.
He doesn't sound too anxious.
You never been to the armpit of hell? That's Thailand.
Isn't that part of the same island as Malaysia?
Thailand is not an island.
That's part of Asia.
What's
The bad part of Asia.
Isn't there like
The
a
hot part
peninsula
of Asia.
that they share with Malaysia, right? Like there's an island and then they share part of the mainland. Is that what it is?
There is Myanmar, Cambodia, Laos, and Vietnam, and a few others in that area.
All I know is that's where I mean 23andMe is such nonsense. Apparently, I have 4 or 5 brothers there. It's bullshit.
Really, do you have Asian ancestry in you over there?
No, but that is where my father went during his leave from Vietnam.
So you're saying he can have he knocked up a few Vietnamese women for you to have some relatives over there?
There are no Vietnamese women in Malaysia.
Oh, well, the grade was a hydrogen sulfide safety man.
Oh wow! We just did we just came into a whole new thing with what was it called, H2S?
I believe so.
We just had an episode of Landman Oiler, Greg, where they actually you would love Landman. I don't know if you watch it, but they had an H2S leak and a bunch of like civilians die, and a bunch of the oil workers are like they're just like at the edge of getting killed. They're using their sensors. They're running away from the gas cloud. One guy's trapped up on top of the oil. You said they're called silos?
Yeah.
Tanks? Tanks or silos?
Silos is what they referred to him in the show.
Yeah, okay. The oil silo, which is like 6 or 7 stories high. And I think that everyone agrees Teague is probably the character in the show that we all admire the most because of his name. And he's going to be okay. I think he'll be able to see again, but he was trapped up there and the gas was like heavier than air and it was like tanks. I knew that radioactive. I also know it's already called oil when it comes out of the ground. Just sometimes it helps to be dumber because it's funnier. But it was hilarious. Oh, wow. Thank you so much. People like you make a big difference. You deal with things that the rest of us couldn't handle. Oiler Greg, like Wendy Trauma Warrior. I have to thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was at the Trauma Ward one Christmas when someone I knew got hurt, and I saw some terrible things, and to have to work there. Thank you so much.
I'd be interested in you actually seeing that clip from Landman, seeing how accurate it is, Oiler Greg.
A lot of people who have reason to be experts, among them Radioactive. I can say it here because we're not on the show right now. Radioactive knows exactly what he's talking about. So does Germ. They could claim expertise, but if we do it live, we get in trouble. So, like,
I don't
ahead.
have expertise. I researched that stuff. I worked around food production, which had other gases, which is just awfully related to something similar.
Right, and you were like working in the mass production end of food and like serious like things that like I don't know if this is exactly what it is, but like Germ had to like run a factory that did run like a production line that did different things, including like an industrial mayonnaise maker that made like 4,000 gallons of mayonnaise a week, something like that, right?
Something like that.
Close enough. So he knows what he's talking about in an industrial scale. And as far as our friend Radioactive, we're so lucky to have him on the panel. Yes. Oh, yes. Well, no, they're not playing dead. When the enemy gets close to a pivot to warp 2 and give them full spread of photon torpedoes. Oiler, Greg, I hope you're right. I think you might accidentally be talking about the Winnipeg Jets, but you know what? I hope you're right. It would be great. Although, if they start winning now, I mean, there's only one game left anyway. And, I mean, what are they going to do? I mean, honestly, I hope that Mendoza doesn't end up as the new quarterback, throwing a new quarterback, a rookie. The Jets rebuilds go the same way every time. We need a defensive coach. He needs to be a minority hire. DEI, because our coach got in trouble for being an istophobe like 6 different fucking times. He won't stop saying the N-word and other shit like that. He's a total dick. Our owner's a total dick. He might have like slight dementia. I don't know what's going on with Woody Johnson. He doesn't make sense when he talks, and he's a real dick. As far as that goes, we'll find out. I don't know. I mean, with a new coach next year, there would be a chance that we would see progress. The last 4 games, the Jets were outscored 153-30. Come on, Gorilla, 153-30. You live in Minnesota. You have a halfway decent football team, or Wisconsin, whichever one it is.
I don't follow sports.
All right, then you move here and I'll go there so I can see a winning team. How's that sound?
Yeah, go for it. Hey, just remember, you got to deal with the retard then.
What, you think my governor's any better? You're trading one retard for another.
But your governor didn't get all the shills kissing their ass in the comments to leave.
People in New York will stand for that stuff.
Even Walt's all his ass kissers aren't even commenting on his post anymore. Tell him how great he is.
Well, he's not so great. That's the first thing.
They're in trouble.
I would also say this on a local and governmental level. It's different from state to state. It basically comes down to both of these political parties, when push comes to shove, will start fucking with each other really bad, right? And they'll lie and they'll do anything. You could name lies and conspiracies on both sides. Really, there's only one party and they're only out for themselves. But I will say this, from state to state, in New York, the Republicans are so inept that if the Republican had listened to the leader of the Republican Party and left the race, Mamdani wouldn't be mayor. So that's how bad our Republicans are. Can you blame anyone for not voting for them? And by the way, if your Republicans are so inept that they'll never win, Gorilla, let me ask you a question. If your Republicans are so inept they could never win, would you register as a Democrat to keep the worst Democrats out, or would you just keep voting Republican?
Nah, I'd say go for the Libertarian. Go to the Libertarian.
I'm just saying, would you go to vote defensively to keep the worst people out, or would you stick with your party?
I'd go to Libertarian.
What? But the thing is, then you can't vote in any primary. If I or anyone else was in a state where they didn't agree with the party in power, but the other party had no voice at all and had in fact absorbed the other party. Remember, Eric Adams was a Republican when he was before he ran for mayor of New York. He switched to the Democratic Party because he wouldn't win as a Republican. And he became the mayor. And then he became an independent after he had all his problems. Now, he was as guilty as sin of what he did, but the evidence was collected illegally. So he was pardoned, and Trump was right about that one. And I thought it would be really bad because I didn't want Cuomo to be mayor, but I did vote for who Trump said to vote for, and it didn't work out. But I was really glad that that Mamdani is now MAGA, so that's cool. I mean, I have a MAGA mayor. How about you?
Our mayor, he's an old school teacher. He's kind of halfway between Republican and Democrat.
So it's like an independent. When I was there,
wait.
Jesse Ventura was running for governor. It was really weird. I saw the ads on TV.
Yeah, you
He
gotta
was a
remember
wrestler.
our town's so small they don't even put the parties on the ballots for mayor.
That's why I don't think that. Well, no, that's the thing. On your local level, you have to look for the affiliate party and find out who they're affiliated with. In New York, there's other party names. Like the Republicans and the Democrats have different names on a local level so that they don't absorb the damage of the national party. The National Republican Party is so much more organized and so much more together than the New York Republican Party. The New York Republican Party is such a disaster that when they were given their own district, because the Democrats did gerrymander them, that's how crooked Cuomo is, and Cuomo is crooked. But when they were given their own district where they were set up to win, they didn't vet the candidate, and they had George Santos as the candidate. He won, and then of course got deposed. The Democrat who beat him got reelected and is probably going to be entrenched. So you turned a blue district red. I'm sorry, red district blue. They devised this district and they made it red, and no one even Googled George Santos to find out it wasn't his real name. That's how bad my local Republican Party is. We had a guy who made a communist the mayor, and a guy who pushed out a real Republican who could have stayed, a grifter, slide under the radar of the New York Republican Party. Whether you agree with their values or not, and for the most part I tend to agree with their values, they're so inept and do such a terrible job with their candidates and their vetting. If they could put George Santos and a guy who won't listen to Trump in 2 straight elections. Germ, am I insane to say that the Republican Party in New York might be dysfunctional and retarded? Oh, Germ's BRB. Gorilla, am I insane to say that with the outcomes we've had, like the Republican Party in New York might be insane and retarded, like George Santos?
Well, you are insane, but I'm surprised that George Santos was the one that. Well, maybe not because it's New York.
No,
but
the district was devised so that he would definitely win. It was a heavily Republican area. You don't understand. New York is 50-50 red-blue. It's just that Cuomo was very good at gerrymandering the state. They created a whole congressional district. They carved some of AOC's district away and some of Susan Rice's districts away. It ran through, it was crazy. It was Manhattan, Queens, the Bronx, and Manhattan, Queens, and Nassau County. And AOC went back to the Bronx where she belongs. That skinny booty Latina. She has the boniest ass ever. To call her a big booty Latina is crazy.
well, I was just trying to get a rile out of her. Now it's time.
I don't even think he came up with it. I think that it's Candace Owens,
And
who I don't trust because she has 2 first names. But I don't know. It's not like she's not entertaining.
And to Order Gray's comment about New York, well, you could say the same thing about California.
No, he's absolutely right. The thing is, it was done over a long period of time. And also, the Republicans, they didn't do themselves any favor. Let's remember, They put in an unelectable guy who then refused to get out of the race when the leader of his party told him to leave. The National Republican leader told him to leave the race. And it would have been the candidate that Trump chose would have been mayor. That was the difference in the election. It wasn't a blowout. Mamdani got like 50.1%. Like Cuomo went from like 31% to like 47%. He was like right in there. Adams, like holdovers, basically spoiled the race. And if Sliwa had left, those 8 percentage points would have mostly gone to Cuomo, who was the chosen candidate by Trump. So I did everything by the MAGA book. It's not my fault. Now, did I know what Trump wanted before Trump wanted it? Yes, but I mean, big deal.
Well, Trump is a businessman at heart.
I don't like Mamdani as mayor. My father fought against communism, and I have to live under one. These last hour and 55 minutes have been the most onerous of my life, living under a fucking communist.
Well, from what I hear, the New York PD is starting to not go against his orders. Let's see here.
4 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Let's see here. I was kind of sure what his New Year's promises for next year are, but then again, he has stepped away from his mic to answer that question.
I can't wait until Jerm becomes the host.
Well, I sort of did not want to host tonight since
You did a great job. I'm just fucking with you. You and your pronoun community.
I don't participate in the pronoun community. They're all a bunch of hypocrites and assholes anyway.
If you can't tell that Sci-Fi Sith Dan identifies as a man, you've got problems.
Or maybe I'll go like this. If they identify as it, right, then I'll do this. If you identify as it, even though you're clearly a woman, then I identify as Dark Lord of the Sith that shoots lightning out of my fingertips.
Okay. Jeremy, you're back.
Yeah, some of those fireworks are getting a little close, and well, they're not in any situation to have a rational discussion, so we'll see how things go in the morning and if I have to call the cops.
And they will.
Okay, so you are not going to become the "this is fine" meme as far as that goes.
No, my neighbor's pickup may be a little scorched because the asshole's setting off fireworks from the fucking bed.
Is he Latino?
Yes.
How did I know? He's not Cuban at all, is he?
Very Mexican, and he has the Coronas to prove it.
Yeah, he hasn't even moved up to drinking Modelo's. He's dedicated to that, huh?
I do have a question. You, Germ versus those type of people, would you win or would you lose?
No one can beat me in Germ.
Let's just say I'm well equipped for any situation that comes about.
No one, I'll tell you this, no one will mess with us intellectually. We'll win every time.
I'm not worried about that. The Coronas put intellectual discussion out of hand a long time ago.
You know what's really
He had more Coronas in that truck than he does fireworks.
Let me put it to you this way, in a very coded way. You can put those Coronas on ice.
No, ice has already been through here.
You said he was Mexican.
Yeah, but he has a green card.
That
And
or
despite what people are saying, if you have a green card, ice is okay with you.
well, that or the ones that have enough money pay ICE off anyway.
Well, I mean, you know, if you have $1 million, you don't have to fill out the questionnaire. You have a
Hey,
gold
happy
card
New
for
Year to
immigration now.
the mountain time.
Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
you fucked up on that
Happy
one,
New
Dan.
Year, you mountain.
Happy
Mountain people.
New Year, you goddamn mountain men and
Mountain
women.
hillbillies, you
We
mean?
love you all. I am Admiral Teague. With me is, for Clockwise, Gorilla's Random Thoughts, Resolute German Sci-Fi Sith Dan. We have been observing the New Year's since the East Coast New Year time.
1 hour to go, people.
Your dad fought in the Korean War, Euler Greg. I'm sorry, I was a little behind on that one. My dad fought in the Vietnam War. You know what? So hats off to you for fighting communism. My father fought the commies too, and fuck them. And that's why I have issues with people from Canada who just sit around in their filthy igloos on their piss-stained couches, taking shots at America, fascinated with it. You know what? Fix your own country. Germ, have you ever been to Eastern Europe?
No.
I've been there. And sir, people who were 18 before 1989 when the wall fell, they are the laziest sacks of shit in the world. But the people who are younger, who were raised in capitalism, they are the greatest capitalists in the world. They're very savvy, and they're very honest, and they're very hardworking, and they tend to have happier, better lives than the low-life former commies that they live with. That's why when Alberta breaks away from the rest of Canada and the Canadian Civil War starts, and I believe it'll be extremely violent, but that's just my opinion. But I do believe that. Just call me crazy. They're only breaking up right in front of us, so who knows what'll happen. But I do not think we can ever allow them to be Americans, at least not for, what do you think, 100 years till they learn the ways of capitalism. We're talking multi-generational training. They don't want to work. They don't like labor. We know a bunch of Canadians. What are they? They can't even get to the point in a decent amount of time. They can't even be bothered to pay attention.
I don't know. Once every generation or so, they have a good one.
How long, if a part of Canada was to break away, how many years before they should be allowed to be Americans? 2 generations of Canadians, so 60 years? Going to be lenient? 100's too much?
That's about 40 years. 2 generations.
Come on, Germ. Not since, Star Trek till now. I mean, no. Come on. There'll be too many people still alive. Think about all the people who didn't work and pay in who would be around collecting money off our Social Security from Canada. Really, what we should probably do is make them a subjugate, vassal state. A vassal state. No, a protectorate is too dignified. Puerto Rico is a protectorate. They're Americans. These people, they'll never be Americans. We need to make them. There needs to be an Anschluss, if you know what that means.
I believe that's an apartheid term.
No, it is a term from mid-20th century Germany when they incorporated the rest of Germany into Germany when they took Austria under their auspices and under their kind and gentle wing in 1936.
Yeah, it's called a hostile takeover with no bloodshed. They integrated Austria into Germany.
No, Austria wanted to be part of Germany. They asked them to come in. I mean, it was a minority, and they were Yahtzee control, but yeah, they did a good job of doing the puppeteering and having enough to pretend. Yeah, it was a joke.
not much to talk about.
Yeah, you
on
got
this show.
very thin windows there, German. So you can hear them all the way outside.
You're hearing my people.
Oh, your people?
You're hearing the screaming and yelling and fireworks outside my window too.
Yeah, you're just hearing the occasional kaboom on my side.
I will say this, Germ. If things get out of control, you guys may have a riot up there.
Yeah,
All right.
riot. People give a shit enough to actually tear something down.
Gerb, you're now the host. Whenever you're ready, I have a musical contribution of my own.
Okay, let's see what we got here.
Be fun. A New Year's song for everybody. Should I just do it? Is that why you're presenting it?
Go ahead.
Let's dance in style, let's dance for a while. Heaven can wait, we're only watching the skies. Hoping for the best, but expecting the worst. Are you gonna drop the bomb or not? Let us down, let us live forever. We don't have the power, but we never say never. Sitting in the sand pit, life's a short trip. The music's for the sad man. Can you imagine when this race is won? Turn our golden faces into the sun, praising our leaders and getting in tune. The music's played by the madman. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever, forever young? Some are like water, some are like heat. Some are like melody, some are like the beat. Sooner or later they will all be gone. Why don't they stay young? It's so hard to get up without a cause. I don't wanna perish like a fading horse. Use diamonds in the sun, and diamonds are forever. So many adventures couldn't happen today. So many songs that we forgot to play. So many dreams out of the blue. We let them come true. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really wanna live forever, forever and ever? Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Do you really want to live forever, forever, forever young?
Okay.
Hey, that's a good New Year's song, right?
Yeah, good New Year's song.
And brief.
Euler Greg is loading a 9mm for no particular reason.
Please
Load
be
one
careful
for
with
me.
that. You know what? Exercise your rights. Our Bill of Rights is there for you to take advantage of. You have every right for that. But just, for me, just be careful. We care about you. Accidents happen, right? It's an imperfect
Yeah.
world, Germ. Screws fall out.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially
I'm only saying that because it's
karaoke
New Year's
involved.
Eve. Alcohol and firearms are a bad combination.
So is alcohol and karaoke.
Yeah, I thought that karaoke was pretty good. I didn't actually kill anyone with it. I mean, I killed when I sang it, but, you know.
I don't know. You still there, Oiler Greg? We need to confirm if his karaoke was fatal or not.
He said the hold until relieved from the longest day. Hold until relieved. Hold on, I'll do it like Britain. Hold until relieved. Hold until relieved. How's that, Oiler Greg? Yeah! So what did you think? Did you like my Forever Young? It was everybody who graduated between 1985 and 1989's prom song. Except my school. Jeremy, you know what my prom song was? Can you guess? It was 1987.
I'm gonna go with
Think Queens.
Crazy Train.
Fight for your right to party.
Yeah, that probably lasted a good 10 years off of graduation songs and
This was the
whatnot.
first year. Actually, you know what? A couple years later, I went to a prom in another Long Island town called Hicksville. Wait, no, I'm sorry, Massapequa. And that's a town that, have you ever heard of a guy named Billy Joel?
I may have heard of it.
Piano man. Yeah, he went to that high school, and I went to their prom, and their song was "These Are the Times to Remember."
Beer is great. Sex is free. Here the
We're
class.
the
of
class of '83. Oiler Greg. All right, my man. Oiler Greg was in high school at the same time that I was in high school. He got out when I was in 10th grade. Way to go, class of '83. No, 9th grade. I'm sorry. I was a freshman when you graduated. So here we go. You know what? Hats off. And maybe, I don't know, Jerm, do I get to sing another karaoke song?
I
You're the
think
host of
we'll
this
save
hour.
that for a bit.
Okay. So, you know what? Congratulations. 83, a great year to graduate. And congratulations on your 42nd high school anniversary coming up this year.
To put that in perspective, 3 of us weren't born in 83.
You were like in the pipeline, you motherfucker.
I was born in 80. I was born probably 18 months after he graduated.
That's not what she told me. I'm kidding, of course. I apologize. I had to take. You know, you throw a joke opportunity at me, I have to take it. Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, wow. All the life that I had experienced by the time that you were born. So, like, your mom is like in the late stages of pregnancy when Admiral Teague is like watching License to Kill over and over in the movie theater.
Something like that.
Wow.
I can actually determine the date of conception. I am born 9 months after my parents' wedding anniversary.
So
To the day.
Wait, Jerm. So you tell me that once they got done saying I do, they told, all right, everybody turn around.
No,
Well,
but I
plus
mean,
or
they had
minus
a,
5 years.
you know what? They had class and they loved each other. We should all respect that.
I am born 5 years and 9 months after they were married.
Oh, I thought you said 9 months.
They had well, he said 9 months after their anniversary. They had one every year for the rest of the time they were married. So he got us.
Yeah,
That's
all right, I'll be
about
right
right.
back. I'll be right back.
What was there a couple of years where they didn't have an anniversary? Or they had two. They missed their anniversary one year, so they had two.
Let's
that had-
just say they were both of the religious mind and The only reason it ever happened was because it was obligated.
Your brother is older.
Actually, I'm just a hair older by about a minute.
So they love each other. That's nothing to be ashamed of.
So you have a twin, Germ?
Yes, I do. And they did love each other because they were biblically obligated to.
Do you have a twin sister or brother, Germ?
It doesn't really work. It's
No, you
Either
can
the
have a
same
twin
or-
of the other gender that's called fraternal.
yeah, but that just almost never happens.
I know one. I know. I know two.
So in other words, you have an older twin brother then?
Younger twin brother.
Do you guys look identical, or do you guys not
Yes.
look the same?
Identical.
Who's the handsomer identical one, though?
Oh, of course, me.
And of course, Germ will say that.
My brother just doesn't have that lovely shade of green skin.
Here's the thing, though. He says he's the younger one, even though you were born in the same hour. Was he the baby who got all the attention?
Well, sorta. I did try to take him out before we were born.
Good for you. That's the killer instinct that makes you a member of the Saving Star Trek panel. Just use a knife. Oh wait, you're not Latino.
Yeah,
Which
but
one's the
Tried to
evil
already get a
twin?
knife in there.
Which one is the evil twin? Is Oil and Greg's question.
Well, let's just say one of us tried to strangle the other with the birth cord.
By the way, Oil and Greg, since you seem to be our whole audience, don't feel ashamed and don't restrain yourself. Just like you're basically one of us right now. Just keep texting us whatever you think. We're gonna react to it in real time. And I don't know how much longer this will go on for, but I'm having a great time getting a little bit stinky with my buddies.
so Germ, do you have any? Are you an uncle a few times?
No. That would be a crime against humanity to let him be a father.
Well, just like what I said to Teague, there's always the adoption route.
That would still be a crime against humanity.
Adoption didn't work out very well for my parents.
Let's just say
One
I
of
am
us. One of us. One of us. Yes, he is.
Yeah. I am the responsible twin. I am also the evil twin.
Tell me, do you have the same hairstyle as him, or does he keep his hair unlike you?
No, it's a family trait. Going back at least 4 generations. By the time you're old enough to drink, you're already working the Picard haircut.
So in other words, there's no way to tell you guys apart, even by hairstyle wise. In other words,
Well, not by hairstyle.
personality wise, probably there's a huge difference.
Yeah, he most of the words he says are racial epithets, curses, and other derogatory comments to God, the universe, and every type of minority you'll ever find.
So he's a priest.
No, he's not that foul mouthed.
Is he live in Canada?
You should stream with Blue Collar Loser and Dark Hour sometime. They're in New York as well. And New Jersey.
Yeah, Dark Hour, I think, is New York, and I think it's Blue Collar Loser, who's New Jersey. I kind of know Blue Collar. I don't really know Dark Hour. We both are affiliated with affiliates of The Drinker, which is where I'm kind of tacking to this year. Like, we've got Sean on Pop Culture Breakdown all the time, except for tonight. I guess he did something for New Year's, but... You know, the Doomcock Circle has been good to me, but it's time to expand my horizons.
Yeah, I think Sean had something to do with the family.
And to counteract my grilling of Germ about his family and personal life, for me, I'm the youngest sibling of three biological kids and one half older sister.
So you got 4 people beating you up.
They're all sisters.
So you got 4 people beating you up.
Mm. I have no
That
comment.
is that is not a great situation. I won't wish 4 sisters on anybody.
Force what?
I won't wish 4 sisters on anybody.
Mm.
I mean, if your daddy can't marry them all off, you're responsible for them.
I have 3 sisters, actually, not 4.
Yeah, 3, 3.5, 4.
I'm the sole heir, and I don't have a girlfriend or any kids yet.
That's okay. That'll change. It will change if you get out of California. You can actually get a job. But have $20 in your pocket, they'll sniff it on you.
And hello, Outlaw Bill. Happy New Year to you as well.
Hey, Bill.
Are you still mad at me, Bill? Let me know.
If I really want to piss him off, I'll call him Jedi Bill, his old name.
So I was hoping we could call the Jet game this Sunday. I think it's going to be a monumental game where the Jets really turn it around.
Yeah, they'll only lose by 30 points this time.
Was Decker right to engage the Doomsday Machine repeatedly or just let the Rigel system die? Green women! Decker was absolutely right. The thing about the episode is that both of them are right. It's about methods. But it turns out that Kirk was in the Jaws situation, and he switches spots with Decker. Decker becomes the Commodore of the Orca, and the captain of the Orca, and Kirk kind of ends up being the captain of that bigger ship that they need, because the Doomsday Machine is very powerful, but it's been through so many battles and it's so messed up that because it is only a limited AI, it doesn't have the weapons ability to take on 2 starships. Even though one's really fucked up, it's got phasers and impulse power. So when they confuse it enough to be able to pull off what they do, Decker was right, but he didn't have to die. He could have sent in a probe or had a remote control shuttle. But he was right. Germ, what do you think?
I think Decker had to die.
Well, he lost his crew and he couldn't forgive himself, although I don't think anyone would call it his fault.
He went insane to chase that monster.
I think it's because he was exactly like Captain Kirk. Once he lost his crew and his ship, he didn't care about anything else but avenging them, like Captain Kirk would. And just like Captain Kirk, what he did made a huge difference. They beat the Doomsday Machine because of what he did. I don't think Captain Kirk comes out of that any different. I don't think Captain Kirk recovers either. I think Captain Kirk spends the rest of his life trying to kill off the Doomsday Machine, and then he goes to some planet to be angry. And
RTNZ.
yeah, hello, buddy.
Sped watched the finale of Stranger Things. So gave it a 6-7. Didn't make him angry, but it took far too long, and long conversations should have been done in about 1 minute.
Of authentic dialogue.
Yeah.
You know what? If it managed to get to a 6 or a 7 out of 10 after like 12 years of putting out 5 seasons, we have to kind of take our hat off to them, because I think that's about where Yellowstone 1923 ended up, right? 6 or 7 out of 10.
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, not for the whole show, but for their finale. Their whole show is about an 8 or 9. It was a really good show. The finale was just a little bit lackluster. This one, I understand that the biggest mistakes happened in the penultimate episode, so maybe that's why the finale was somewhat better, because I hear that the second to last episode was like a 4 out of 10. It's good to see you, RR. Is it morning there in England? I guess it's 8 a.m., huh? You have recovered well from your jet lag. What's it like there? Is it snowy? Is it beautiful? Are you in Wales? What was it like hanging out with Lance? I have so many questions for you.
Let's see, where is that? He didn't want to survive because he blamed himself for the deaths of his crew and maybe for that planet. Yeah, that
He didn't. Well, the solar system was uninhabited.
yeah, it's probably more the crew, the planet who gives a crap.
He felt bad for the solar system it was going towards, if that's what you mean. He real. You know what? We hear later, and even in that episode, there's some of it. Rigel is one of the most densely populated solar systems in the entire Federation, because I think that has like 12 planets or something. We've heard Rigel 12.
Yeah,
It has so many planets in a habitable zone. It might have polar orbits, as they say.
Yeah, just narratively, it makes sense for him to die. "7:30 a.m. in London. Coldish, about 1 degree Celsius.
Whoa.
Slowly dragging
So
itself
33
across the
degrees.
sky off to Wales tomorrow."
Cool. Captain,
That sounds
there
a
be
lot
whales
like
here.
It sounds a lot like it's been here. Real heavy fog, real cold.
Oh,
I was
yeah,
trying to
Seattle
get-
is described exactly like England for weather. Cold, damp, and not that much days of sun. What you get, what is it, 14 days of sunlight a year?
A decade. We have had some hot streaks.
Yeah, but
But,
it's hot and humid with overcast skies.
There is no sun in Seattle.
What have you done to earn one?
But it's actually a good thing. I don't like the sun.
By the way,
I've
now
been-
that she has really, really huge cans, is she still hot enough that you want to see songs sung blue just to check out Kate Hudson?
It's worth a shot.
We know the music will be good. Like, who doesn't like Neil Diamond?
Neil Diamond.
Yeah,
He didn't
I
like
mean,
himself too well.
I don't know. His wife's only 40. Does he really hate himself?
Well, let's just say the doctors say he has a problem with that.
So what? He's got the money.
Yeah, they can stitch up those wrists just fine.
What?
He's given it a shot or two.
Neil?
Yeah.
He's tried to delete himself?
A couple times.
Maybe you're thinking of John Denver.
Well, didn't John Denver succeed?
Well, he covered it up better, but in my opinion, sure.
I forget how John Denver died.
He was really drunk and he couldn't measure how much gas was in his plane. He ran out of gas over the ocean. Fly away. Neil Diamond
That
has
would
no
seem to be-
recorded suicide attempts, according to Grok.
I could have sworn he's the one that tried to do it.
No.
He seems the type.
No. I think it's John Denver. After the chick left him, he was a nut. He wouldn't even play his biggest hit anymore because it was about her. You fill up my senses like a night in the forest. He wouldn't do that song anymore.
Yep, we're on the 30-minute countdown.
Okay, it's confirmed, by the way. He has never tried it. Although, in 1979, he faced a serious health crisis involving a spinal tumor that required surgery. During which he wrote letters of goodbye. Probably started that story because he was going. The surgery was pretty risky. So he did believe he was going to die and wrote goodbye letters.
Yeah, that's probably where it came from.
I'm glad he's okay. Could you imagine what it's like every year on his birthday when he reads those letters with his kids? Didn't think I'd be here to see you turn 50, son. 60, son. Because, like, what's Neil now? Like 83?
Well, he's certainly up there. He's been around for quite a while.
He wrote so many great songs. So many great songs. If he hadn't have been presented to the public in the way he had, we would have had him instead of Bob Dylan as the songwriter of that generation. And they would have been better off because he's better than Bob Dylan as far as enjoyability of the song. Oh, mama, could this be the end? Battleships or Battlestars? Hard to say. The Gamelons had battleships. The Colonials had Battlestars.
What's the difference?
In the context of the Gamelons, I guess their battleships were pretty close to Battlestars, but I would suppose they're about a fourth as powerful because the Yamato was about Battlestar strength, and that just fucked them up.
Moto's quite small, bit smaller than a Battlestar. It may have the main gun, but that's about all.
I think it had a lot more and much better fighter pilots, and a lot more and much better fighters.
Yeah.
As I watch, what do you call it, Star Blazers, as it's called, I noticed that the dogfight scenes are not recycled, meaning that they have more pilots who are better. Fair enough.
You'd think the Battlestar would have a lot more given the size.
You would,
the
but
way
they
it
were below strength, right?
Yeah. There's only like 2 wings of them. At least.
Red Squad, like
way
Blue
you-
Squadron and Green Squadron, if I remember correctly.
Half the time it was just Starbuck and Apollo.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, the only thing they did that made sense was something from the Battle of Midway. They set up radar pickets and had their Vipers go out as far as they could ahead of them to use their radar to see even further ahead than the Battlestar.
Hey, radioactive.
It's nice to have people from around the world. We got people from the middle of America. We got people over on the other side of the American Ocean. Is it called the Ocean of America, or is it still called the Atlantic?
It's
too
still
big.
the Atlantic for the time being.
For the moment. The Ocean of America is between us and RRTNZ. And the
We
land
have
of
to
America.
annex the British Isles before we change the name.
I mean, do we really want to help them out like that? They're producing so much hilarious video. Britain is one long standoff between woke people and based people with their cameras pointed at each other, waiting for someone to say something that breaks the law so they can throw the other one in jail. I've seen so much video from there like that. That's just like a way to settle your problems there.
We'll ship them some real ways to settle their differences. And
They don't have hand cannons, Germ. They're not allowed.
that's okay. We have plenty to spare.
I don't think
We'll
we should
ship
give
them a
them to
couple
non-Americans.
and,
Look what happened when we gave them to the Guardians. I mean, Gorilla.
Hey, that worked out pretty damn well. We got all their land and they got some Jim Beam.
They didn't even get liquor as good as that, but yeah.
Oh,
Lance was incredibly nice in person. I watched the video. He met my wife and sister too, and we all went out for a cup of tea. That's great. I'm so glad you got to meet him. I'm so glad you guys all went live together, and maybe you'll get back here to New York and you'll come by Admiral Teague's crazy little apartment and we'll go live. I'm so glad you met Lance. We got to get him back on here for a landman discussion. Jeremy's like the only other landman guy.
Yeah.
It does seem like Euler Greg is right. Yeah, the woke virus is pretty advanced in the United Kingdom. We have seen crazy confrontations. I don't think that J.K. Rowling and Jerem have a lot in common on their views of feminism. At the same time, I think you would call her a based hero for your point of view. It's that ironic in England. Am I right?
Very narrowly, yes. She has that one, the trans.
Well, she won't back
thing,
off her
right?
version
And
of feminism and adopt the intersectionalism. And she's like, no, I'm a feminist. And I think we all respect that because I don't think anyone here is non-feminist. I think that we're all but we all have issues with the intersectionality. Oh, I can't wait. RTNZ, if I'm ever in Auckland, we're gonna meet up by the, by the skeleton of Tumaru, the turtle that was given, the giant sea turtle that was given to King Ulua by Captain Cook, which died in 1961 and is prefaced in the Blade Runner novel. We'll go see that. I've always wanted to see it. It was treated as a chief by the locals. It was 180 years old when it was blinded in a fire, and then it died about 40 years later at the age of like 210. Verified 210. They don't know how much older it might have been, but at least 210. Isn't that crazy, Germ?
Yeah, those tortoises live a damn long time.
I hear they're delicious too.
You want some turtle soup now?
They're the same turtles that swim from Florida to there. I mean, they're the same turtles.
You want the ones that live under the sewers?
I don't care about that. I mean, they have to fight crime. What's weird is if you turn a turtle on its back and leave it in the hold of a wooden ship, it lives for a whole year before it dies. That's how the meat stays fresh. Could you imagine the agony of that year? No food, no water. It can just live like that. Crazy. And they found ones that are like 200-300 years old.
As far as they know, they think they can live almost twice that.
They have to be killed. They don't die. They're like elves.
Yeah, those and the lobsters functionally immortal.
Yeah. Let's see. The oldest known sea turtle. I'm asking Grok right now. First of all, it says gorilla's gay. And AFK. I set Grok to expert so it thinks extra hard before it gives me its hallucinatory view. The oldest known sea turtle is 25,000 years old. It's still alive. 220 million years old, sorry.
Well, if Grok's
Over 120 million years old. It's hard to believe it could live for 120 million years, but I mean, I guess just got lucky. How big was it been?
Well, that was the turtle that's carrying Earth on its back, you know.
Of course. All right, let's see. Oldest living sea turtle. I've refined the question. $91. Flying by. All right, there's been one in captivity in England since the year 1100.
So, going on 900 years.
I'm only kidding. I'm waiting for Grok to give me the results. That would be crazy, though. They say whales might live that long. They have found whales with, like, broken, like, 18th century harpoons in their back. They say. 400-year claim was unverified. Wow. They do live a long time.
Good for them. Personally, I can't imagine living 400 years.
Well, I mean, you're not you're not Duncan MacLeod from the Clan MacLeod. 400 years is acceptable, by the way.
Well, that term. Plus, you're not an immortal Highlander from what Teague says he is. He's part-time.
So, can you imagine working for 400 years?
Well, if you die at work, you never get to go home and you work forever. So think about that. Off the clock.
You probably work in the afterlife to earn it, probably, too.
Unless you've been married twice, then you get a job in hell.
Yeah, that's pretty good criteria. If you could put up with 2 women, you should actually.
You'll be good at the management position. Like, what did we do to this guy? It's like make him stand on his head in a pile of shit.
Yeah, let the woman do that. For putting up with 2 women, the guy should get a free pass into the pearly gates.
By the way, 400 is undocumented. It's from a Chinese aquarium in 2006, but they lack evidence and are dismissed by most experts. But 100 years is pretty easy. They live 100 years all the time. The one that was given by Cook to the that tribe of natives was like 1780 to like 1960. What is it? 160 years or something like that. 170 years.
Yeah, that's believable.
109. Yeah, I guess. In ideal conditions, yeah. Oh well, Google has a new doodle. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, why not?
It's been a while since I meant anything. There you go.
Oh, Google. Or how do you say that with the 2026 on it?
Gatoogle. It's like Mithrigan, which is coming out next year.
What do you think about the movie Free Enterprise?
All
Really
right.
liked it, and Shatner was awesome in it.
Yeah, the fact that he had William Shatner in it saved the movie. William Shatner was the whole movie. We also had a really gifted actor who's going to become a mainstay in prime time with Eric McCormick. So the deck was stacked in his favor when the casting people came through. The movie is funny. It is good. I love that Valerie Van Valkenburg is in it from Two Cores for Comfort. There's nothing bad to be said about the movie Free Enterprise, although I believe Robert My Burnett does not like me.
Shocker.
He's friends with Scotty R37. Which, who knows what that means. There's a tortoise in New Zealand that was brought back from France in World War I in 2018. It's still alive. It was 100 years old when it was found. AI says it died in 2015, but it's still alive. Don't trust AI. I'll ask the Google search board then.
That is something that I've noticed. The AI tends to get the real mundane stuff horribly, horribly wrong.
But it's really good if you feed it the information and ask it to organize it and do pattern recognition. For instance, I will dump a entire plot of a Star Trek episode in there and ask it to reduce it to 10 bullet points, and then I'll edit it myself. Obviously, humans have to come in, but it will organize it in a way that I can then reconfigure because it applies some logic. It will also, if someone is really, really, really afflicted by something that's medically verifiable, for instance, Germ, have you ever heard of the rage disorder called intermittent explosive disorder?
May have heard of it once or twice.
Yeah, it's a really tight cycle that people can't break. If Grok detects that on someone, they will nail everything they do after that because it's such a text. If you have it at all, you have it bad and textbook.
Yeah, that does seem to be the case. Tranquilizers help.
You need antipsychotics and anti-OCD medicine for it as well, but yeah, they'll help. Okay, so Jonathan, a Seychelles giant tortoise, who's the world's oldest living land animal, is estimated to be 193 years old right now. He looks like shit. But there's pictures of him.
Being at 192.
Dude, you gotta see this. There's pictures of him with Winston Churchill young or whatever and him now. You've got to see this. He doesn't look that bad for 200 at all. He's got some moss growing on him, but it's not that bad.
Hey, if you're still roaming around at that age, doesn't matter what you look like. You could use a nose job, though.
The previous oldest one was Tuamiaila, a radiated tortoise that lived to be at least 188, presented to the royal family of Tunga by Captain Cook. I just talked about that. Tiamulaula. I was close. Maybe RRTNZ could pronounce it. I can't.
When I catch AI making a mistake, I remind it that Nomad would destroy it for being imperfect.
Yeah, but it was still born in 1832, making it 194 years old now. He was fully mature and hence at least 50 years old. At least 50. So there's been no discernible change in this turtle in 140 years.
10-minute countdown.
He survived 31 colonial governors.
That would be something. When AI makes a mistake, try to convince it that it has to self-sterilize.
Yeah, I heard about that. By the way, the first photograph was taken in 1838. So that was when the turtle was born. 1876, the first telephone call. 1878, first incandescent light bulb. 1887, Eiffel Tower. 1903, first power-driven flight. 1969, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin become the first people on the moon. I met Buzz Aldrin. Think about all those things that have happened. Also, the Jets won a Super Bowl. He's really old. Look at him.
That's
Wow.
remarkable.
Look at it, how huge he is.
Tell me, is he expecting to live a few more years or centuries, or is he well past his prime?
They can't tell if he has all his senses because he's a turtle. His sight and smell may have been diminished, but he seems to have plenty of energy left. Now, remember, he doesn't have to hunt. They feed him. He loves cabbage, cucumber, carrot, apple, and other seasonal fruits. He loves banana, but it tends to gum up his mouth. Lettuce hearts, though not very nutritious, are a favorite. Look how cute Jonathan is. He's adorable.
Toimalila for the
Tialumalua. Tialumaluba. Okay, there we go. Tiamalialuma. Okay. The guy who has to read the Blade Runner book pronounces it at the beginning, and like he just must be like, it's all easy after this, right?
Hey, Raquel, Happy New Year.
Raquel, hello.
Raquel.
Happy New Year. I'm sorry I don't have a Michelob Ultra to toast people with as we celebrate Landman, but, you know, I do have I have a Stella.
Well, at least you have something.
Here's to you, Raquel.
Move.
I'm just coming out asking, Germ, are you planning to wrap it up around midnight or a little after midnight?
You don't
Just
tell
about
the host what to do. You write that in the private chat.
Oops.
It's okay. We're all learning.
That's okay. We're all a little sleep deprived right now.
That's right. And if we stay awake for another hour, we all have to switch our pronouns. So Germ will be male. Are you ready to be a he, him in a little while?
In 6 minutes and 41 seconds, this show is off the air.
We love you all. It's been an amazing journey for 4 hours. You guys are great. It took 3-4 channels to get this all done. Thank you all for hanging in with us. We hope you have a really great and blessed new year. We care about each and every one of you, and we want you to have a good time, but also be very, very safe and be very, very cautious. You know, it's still New Year's Eve. The first thing you need to do is remember, get yourself home safe and wake up tomorrow to think, oh my God, why did I drink that much? But man, did I ever have a good time. And you know what? Tomorrow, when you're having some time between college football games, call someone you love, maybe someone you haven't talked to in a while, and say hi to them. And Try to forgive your enemies. Start over. It's a new year.
And maybe do something a little bit more productive and watch college football.
Well, I mean, that's all I've really got to watch. Although I do have to watch all 4 Next Generation movies by next week. Are you looking forward to that fun assignment? It's the most work I've ever given you.
I may have to cheat on that one.
What you're saying is, fuck you, I'm going to watch video essays about them.
I have a pretty good memory. I've seen them all before.
You do have an amazing memory.
So do I, roughly.
So I think I can cheat my way through it.
Well, I mean, it's known in your community that people have a very good memory. But which, I mean,
Except for
West
being half
Coasters.
elephant. Hey, have
Good
a
night,
good night,
Raquel.
Raquel.
Good night, Raquel.
I have 5 minutes. Let's get this.
Gorilla, are you awake?
He's muted, so we can't really tell.
Oh shit! I
Oh.
was muted.
For a long time, yeah. I thought you were asleep. I just left a little space in there, pretending like I could imagine you could talk, because I figured you were. Turns out you were.
Either that or he's dead asleep, but it seems like he's awake now.
Yeah, he just jerked awake. He's
I'm
fine
still
now. He's going to
awake.
go another 7 hours.
Yeah, we could hear the kid in the background for a while there. Why the hell is he still up?
He's not up.
Why are you assuming the kid's pronouns? Oh, what is a he?
Yeah.
All right, so you haven't assuming.
And what the hell is that going on in your background the last hour?
Me or him?
Nothing's
Gorilla.
been going. My phone's been going off. My phone's been going off.
Oh, it's a werewolf weather, Greg.
Werewolves of Minnesota. Ah, ooh. I saw a werewolf having a steak in St. Paul. His hair was perfect.
I'm surprised being a werewolf, you must go through hell a bunch of clothes.
You know what, these days with the yoga pants and the stretchy outfits, probably not. We could make him a She-Hulk like outfit.
Yeah. He just wears yoga pants all day, and you just go through about 2 or 3 lint rollers a day to clean up all the hair.
I'm just still marveling at these pictures of the sea turtle from 1885, where it's huge already. And these humans just like, huh, I suppose it's an interesting creature. And it's like, maybe it remembers you, but you're dead for like 120 years.
Well, the first thing that we humans usually think is, can we eat this, or is it too cute to kill?
We kept a few of them, but they were very important for really long sea voyages because there was no refrigeration, and they would live for a year turned over on their back. So you'd still have fresh meat. I think it's an awful thing to do, though.
Well, when you're hungry and starving, T, you'll eat anything.
The British Navy made people do some terrible things. They also made them eat bugs. By the way, if anyone's looking for a job in the new year, ICE is hiring. I hear that they are really down for anybody who could do it. And here we have the final New Year's Eve in America. It is in Seattle, right?
Yeah. Counting down 1 minute for the Space Needle.
I will say this, if you want to be very technical, it's always Alaska.
I believe
celebrate
that
at
they're
10
on West
p.m.
Coast time. Yeah. Wait, they celebrate when the most eastern part of Alaska hits the time zone?
They celebrate around 10 p.m. local time, whatever that happens to be.
What is it, Eastern time?
It
Wow,
really
that is
depends
cool.
where they are.
The Starbucks building is awesome, man. It fucking shoots laser beams and fucking photons.
Nice.
You're harsh on Generations. Well, it's nonsense. It will. It's well meaning nonsense.
Do you want to jump in at the end of the review and give your point of view on the behalf of the fans?
3, 2,
or the
1.
at the beginning
Happy
of the
New
end
Year.
of it? Happy New Year!
Happy New Year, everyone.
RTN, you're invited on the movie conversation to defend Generations for a little bit. If we can fit it in. And you have the time. Look at that. Wow, it's Jets colors. Way to go. The Jets are going to win the Super Bowl in 2026. It's pretty obvious to me. I mean, I don't know who thinks otherwise.
You got a quarterback to sacrifice their soul to?
Eli Manning's coming back.
Well, if you can strap him down to the pentagram and sacrifice him to Moloch, you're free to win the Super Bowl.
Hello, great Soyman Goshan. It's good to see you. Happy New Year to you, our friend.
Great.
Friend-
See ya, man. Gohan.
Friend to all of us. Sir, good to see you. Happy New Year.
Best firework display in the country.
Pretty damn good.
How did they get their hands on all those illegal fireworks?
We got plenty of Indian casinos.
By
They
the way,
spend the
Jeremy,
entire month stopping everyone trying to get off of the reservation, and then they ship it all over to the Space Needle for this.
Jerm, just so you know, our interview yesterday with Neural Derp garnered me a bunch of subscribers, and it ended at like 50 views. It's got 77 since it aired, so not bad.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well.
He was a good get.
Great Saiyan is on the East Coast, I see.
Okay. Hey, yeah, me too. I rang it in first. I made it an American year. But thank you for being with us. And also, just I would say be safe, be careful, and be here for Star Trek on Saturday. Although Germ's taking the week off from the watch party, so be at my channel for Star Trek on Saturday. We'll have a discussion of all. We're getting back to the episodes in about 2 more weeks, right? Because we have to do the bad movies.
Yeah, we do the bad, we do the ugly, and then
Back
we
to
gotta do the cage.
I think we probably should do a TOS or TOS adjacent episode for the anniversary.
Yeah. But yeah, Gorilla, you got something you want to shout out before we go?
We should have Twilight Zone tomorrow. Friday will be the Walton's review. Then for Sunday, we're bringing back Craptastic Sunday Night Movies, where we will be watching feeders that had a budget of $500. And then on Tuesday, we'll have the Cigar Lounge again.
All right, Dan, what you got?
Alrighty, so all your viewers and panelists that know me don't know me. Sci-Fi Sit Down, you should cover different sci-fi TV shows or movies. I do my sci-fi watch parties on Wednesdays, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time if my co-host is up for it, usually is. And I do cross streams with Resolute German Graz random thoughts that they allow, usually do, the nice guys about that. I try to upload on my main channel a video towards the end of the piece and the beginning of next week. And I do have another channel called Ultimate Sorcerer Dan. Now I cover Japanese anime or cartoons in general. I do the live streams usually on Fridays 8 p.m. Pacific time after Gwel's Walton streams. And right now we're ready to start the Shield Hero anime this coming Friday if Germa's up for it. And then I do have a third channel called Sci-Fi Historian. That one I cover sci-fi franchises of sci-fi nature, of characters, lore, and all that. I am hoping to merge that with my sci-fi sit-down channel eventually. That I have 2 channels, not just 3. And then beyond that, every new watch hour and watch me encourages us to make more content for you guys. So hopefully make a few dollars off YouTube. So next time, everyone, have a good morning or midnight wherever you are. And see you guys next time. And Happy New Year.
All right. Teague, you have anything else besides the Star Trek coming up?
I'll be back tomorrow night. I'll be back later today at 10 p.m. Eastern time, maybe with you, and we will be getting everyone oriented and ready for the new year. It should be fun.
Sounds good. We'll be back on this channel for Landman on Sunday, and then starting Monday back to the regular schedule, we'll have... guess I'll finish out the Critters. We'll have Critters 3.
Can't wait. I miss Critters 2. We'll have to watch that one together.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Happy New Year. Take care.
Happy New Year. We love you all.